Good evening, people. Good evening, everyone. How are we? We haven't done a watch along in years. Like, no joke. The last watch along we did was Alexander Usyk, Daniel Dubois, August 2023. So what's that? 18, 19 months ago, maybe a bit longer. So welcome to the first watch along of 2025. We will be doing loads more of these this year. Trust me. I've got Sky Sports on right there, Anna Warhouse doing her thing, walking down the runway. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Really, really looking forward to it. I'm kind of like, it's weird. I've been so Ben Whittaker. All of a sudden, speaking to a few people, watching a few Liam Cameron interviews. I spoke to Lee Eaton yesterday, who looks after Liam, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. This fight has so much intrigue. And that's why I said, you know what, we're going to do a watch along of it. Obviously, it's free on Sky Sports. It isn't a pay-per-view. So I'm guessing loads of you are going to be watching it on Sky Sports. But if you're not, I will try my best to let you guys know exactly what is happening. I will say this. I do think ring walks for the main event are going to be around 9 o'clock, 9:30. So it's going to be a lot of Q&A stuff before then. We will start with the Fraser Clark, EBENEZER Tete fight. We'll build up to that one. Sam Edgington in action as well against Cutler. We'll do that. And then obviously we'll do the main event. Get your questions in. I will, as always, answer as many as humanly possible. I do want questions on the following. Obviously, yesterday I was in Sheffield for the Dalton Smith Matua Germain card. What did you make of Dalton Smith's performance? Went the distance. I didn't expect that, especially after the opening couple of rounds. Ring Magazine are doing a crazy event, it seems, July 12th, headlined by Hamza Shiraz versus Edgar Berlanga. Hamza Shiraz going up in weight and going straight for one of the big boys, which I think he needs to be commended for. A bit risky, but no risk, no reward. William Zepeda or Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda on the undercard as well. Incredible card. David Morrell on the undercard. Alberto Puello, who Dalton Smith seems to be lined up to fight. He's fighting Subriel Matias. Dude, that's no given. I mean, Dalton Smith could be fighting Subriel Matias next, not Alberto Puello. The interesting thing about that fight card is that I'm pretty sure that's the same day. Have I got this right? Like, I think there's something big. Is July 11th not Katie Taylor? Was that June 11th? Might be June 11th. But July 12th, we're hearing is Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk. So there's a lot of fights going on in and around that time. All right, let's get to the questions. Let's hope. By the way, my Wi-Fi just played up. Fingers crossed it holds up. I'm not using Wi-Fi per se. I am doing wired internet. So fingers crossed we're good now, but you just can't trust technology. Thank you so much for everyone that's been watching Car Diaries. The one that's out now isn't just the members only one. It's for everyone. So go and check it out. Go and give it a watch. Obviously, Addy and G-Man is out. Go and give that a watch. And I'm filming something this week with a boxer, which I think you guys are going to like. That will be out. As soon as I film it, it's out. So hopefully it's out Wednesday. You guys are going to enjoy that. All right. Let's do this. Robert Tyler says, cannot wait. Me too, brother. Me too. I'm excited for this one. I'm excited to do this watch along. I'm excited for the fight. I'm excited for everything. Honestly, I think it's a really good main event. Really good main event. So intriguing. So intriguing. Freya says, can't wait, Addy. Love the watch alongs. Thanks for reading my question, Addy and G-Man. I really enjoyed the different look this week. Glad you guys made it work. Yeah, look, G-Man's away. He's in Ireland. Nathaniel, my cameraman, is in Nigeria. And I'm like, that ain't stopping shit. We're going to still continue doing what we do. It wasn't easy, but look, we got it done. JD underscore 05 has been following this channel or subscribe to this channel, I'm going to say for about 5 years. I've seen that JD underscore 05 so many times. Get your predictions in as well. Like, don't hold back on this. Get your predictions in. I want people to be held accountable for their predictions. Brian Kim says Whittaker by decision. That seems to be where the money's going. Now, I initially said Whittaker, maybe a late stoppage. I'll take that back. I think Whittaker by decision, especially now that it's 10 rounds as well. G-Man Boxing, salute to Ade. Thank you very much, brother. Oh, Base is back. Base is in the country. Greetings from ringside. I was tempted to go for this fight. And to be honest, I probably should be there. I know Ben Shalom would have sorted a ticket out for me. And I'm kind of gutted I'm not there. But I thought I'd rather do this, to be honest with you. What else did he say? The Matchroom card yesterday was awful. You know what it was? The main event let it down. I mean, that's kind of the problem, isn't it? Like, you almost forget everything if the main event delivers. And the main event just didn't deliver. On the one hand, I'm like, Mathieu Germain was just awful and negative and ran. On the flip side, and I think I asked this to Carl, should Dalton have found a way? Like, you're going to come up against those kind of guys. Should you have found a way? Like, I was thinking, what would Devin Haney have done to Mathieu Germain? And that's the league we're trying to put Dalton in now. What would Ryan Garcia have done to him? Do you know what I mean? What would Teofimo Lopez have done to him? Sabril Matias, what would they have done to that guy? I think they would all have got him out of there early. That's what they would have done. What would Adam Azim have done to him? So, yeah, his opponent was negative, but you got to find a way. You've just got to find a way. What's this one? Frank got some good cards coming up. Yes, he has. Obviously, the next one is Leewood Kakache. After that, Taylor Echo Usman. After that, it's Fabio Wardley versus Jarrell Miller. Fingers crossed. I think there might be an issue there. Hope not. But I remember Jarrell Miller kind of posted something on his Instagram, which made me feel like he's not signed the contract yet. Maybe he's wanting a bit more. I don't know. And after that, Usyk Dubois. That's an incredible run. Incredible run. Andrew says Eddie slipping. I don't agree. I don't agree. I think Eddie, look, if Eddie's sole focus was the UK, I think he'd be doing massive shows like every week, because he's now doing shows in Australia, in America, in Mexico. Do you know what I mean? So he's almost just not spreading thin's the wrong term, but he's doing a lot of shows all over the world. And when you think about it, no other promoter, I don't think, no other promoters doing that. Top Rank do it a bit, obviously, with a New Way and those cards in Asia, but no other promoters doing it as much as Eddie's doing it. If Eddie was just to kind of say, okay, fuck that, just the UK, I mean, I think we know from his time at Sky that it would be big show after big show. All right, what's this one? Evening, bro. Sorry that on Monday I was sending you loads of stuff as I didn't know what was going on. We are all annoyed that the zone threw you in the can for this week. We don't forget. Don't worry. Yeah, unfortunately, as Ian alluded to there, I wouldn't use threw me in the can, but yeah, I'm not doing the Eubank Ben fight week, it is what it is. It is what it is. Call me crazy, but I'm starting to think Ben might actually do it. I just think he wants it more. And for Chris, I wonder how I think about to say how much he wants it. Chris wants it. Trust me, I've been around his team. I know quite a few members of that team. He wants it. This isn't just about money for Chris. And obviously, look, they're both going to make, I don't know, 5 to 10 million, right? Make your guess in between those two numbers. But he wants to win badly, because he knows if he does win, yes, there's a rematch clause in there, but there's some massive fights out there. Right at the end of his career, there's some big money fights out there for Chris. So I don't think it's a case of who's hungrier. I think it might just be a case of who's better on the night. And I guess we'll find out in 6 days. 6 days we find out. Crazy. Paul Andrew, I think Cameron could do it and hope he does. What I hope for is a fair decision. If it goes the 10, Whittaker got the hometown advantage for sure. Yeah. Whittaker's got the hometown advantage. It's a Whittaker show. It's a boxer show. So everything is in favor of Whittaker here. Liam Cameron's the away fighter. Remember, he's a Queensbury fighter. He's the away fighter. He's going into the backyard of Ben. Like, Ben Whittaker's got to win. Ben Whittaker's got to win. He's got to win. Hey, Ade, excited for this. Love the show with G-Man. On your car vid, you mentioned a sponsor. Well done, mate. Glad you have some backing. Yes, we are going to announce this week some good news. I think the channel will officially have a sponsor for the first time. There are still some things that we are working on behind the scenes, just making sure that everyone's happy with what they want from me and what I want from them. But hopefully we can get that ironed out. And yeah, gonna have a sponsor, which is great, which means I can really invest in doing some things I really want to do, like Green Chair, like productions that I've started. I've got like the craziest of ideas for it, like crazy, and obviously that requires financial backing. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what me and this sponsor can get going. I think waffles are great. So do I. Yes, Ade, will you and G-Man be doing any lives anytime soon? Really liked the Friday show. Yes, we will. You know, we was actually going to do the last one live. We're going to do it live, but we thought let's just do it recorded. We could do this one coming up live. We'll work out G-Man's schedule. G-Man's still in Ireland. He will be in Ireland. So we'll work out the schedule, but we could do this one live. What's this? Now then, Ade, Chris Whitehead. Been a fan for many years now. Love you, man. Love you too, brother. Love you too. Love you too. I was out. Crazy, small world. I was out with Sonny Edwards after the show last night. We went for a quick drink, and some guy in the club, this is in Sheffield, by the way, is like, Ade, this guy lives in Derby. So I don't know how far Derby to Sheffield is, but I'm guessing he went to Sheffield for a night out. Pulled me aside and said, man, love the channel. Love the car diaries. Love you and G-Man. I was like, fucking hell, this is so small, this world. So yeah, good to get that love. Means a lot. Finding Peace, Douglas Cinema. I can't find this fight on the zone. It's weird how everyone thinks these fights are on the zone. This fight's on Sky, my man. Fights on Sky. Yes, Addy, bro, how are you? I am very good, very well, healthy. Good gym session today. Liverpool won, 3 points away from winning the league. Life couldn't be better. Chris Whitehead said, let's be honest, it's going to be Whittaker on points. I think a dominant-ish performance in the end. That's what I think a lot of people are picking. I think a lot of people are picking Whittaker on points. I don't know, though. I don't know. See, on the flip side, this one, evening, Cameron got the win. Okay. Jeez. I'm Mike. Ade, please speak on Chris Eubank Senior's comments. He's bang out of order. You know what it is? I don't want to speak on family matters. So I've seen a few people do videos on it, and look, each to their own. It's not really my thing, especially when it gets really personal like that. So that's almost something I just kind of, let's leave that alone. So yeah, not really my thing to speak on Chris Eubank Senior. There's clearly so many issues there, like so many. And unless we really know what those issues are, then I don't think anyone has a right to kind of get involved in sort of family situations. I wish he didn't do those interviews with Seconds Out and IFL TV. That stuff is so personal. Just keep it behind closed doors. Absolute Boxing. How's it going, Ade? It's going well. Honestly, it's going very well. I can't wait for this fight. I can't wait to see Sam Edgington in action as well. Always gives you action. Can't wait to see Fraser Clark against EBENEZER Tete. Fraser's had to kind of bat off a few people's comments about, his health and his safety. And I just hope he's okay. That's it. Fraser, if you're digging me out, I'm just hoping you're okay, brother, because I love you. That's all it is. Ade Tunji says, hi, Ade. I remember, fellow Ade, I remember for Bivol Baturbiev 2, it was my first boxing card. And I remember watching you running up and down the runway. I hope you're good. I am very good. I'm very good. Yeah, I was running up and down the runway. Number 3 will be in October, hopefully. So we'll see. Hatman's Evil Twin, liking the content. The show with G-Man is a gem I never knew I would love. G-Man's good. G-Man is very, very good. Like, the funny thing is, I showed G-Man a video, Tyler Denny making his ring walk at the moment. I'll let you guys know how Tyler gets on. This is his first fight since he lost to Hamza, and it's an important fight as well. Tyler looks so small for a middleweight compared to some of the middleweights that I see. Like, he just looks tiny. He isn't that small, but he just looks tiny compared to the land of the giants. Like, Hamza sure has made him look like a fucking welterweight. Yeah, G-Man's good. G-Man's very good. Like, I watched I showed G-Man a video about 6 years ago, and I was actually shouting him out. Maybe not 6. Maybe about 4 years ago, I was actually shouting G-Man out. Like, there's this new channel that started. These guys, his name's G-Man. Give him a follow. So I've liked and watched G-Man stuff for years. Good guy. Good guy. Guna Mac 1982 says, evening Ade and all locked in. Happy Easter Sunday. Chev versus Riley next week. Who wins, mate? Ooh. Guys, I don't normally fence it. I don't normally fence it. I think I'm fence it in this one. Yeah, and you know, it's not because I'm scared to pick a winner. I genuinely have no idea. Like, Chev's fought at the higher level. That's fair. I would love to have seen Vidal against Isaac Chamberlain, and then this one. So that the result would against Isaac, or the performance would have told me a lot about Chev. Sorry, a lot about Vidal. I think so. I think you'd have to make Chev a favorite, but only just. Kel Brook in the audience. Kel Brook was there yesterday as well with his dad. What's this one? Definitely Frozone De Niro. Definitely do more, bro. As an American, I enjoy these. Much love from Phoenix, Arizona. Appreciate that, brother. Honestly, thank you so much. We will do more. You know what it is? Most of these, this is very rare for me because, as you guys know, I'm working most of these cards all the time. And there's rarely a card on a Sunday. This just happened to be on a Sunday. But most times, obviously, on a Saturday, I'm doing all these cards. Hey, this arena looks really nice, you know? This looks really good. And by the way, what's the time? 7 o'clock? I'd say it's about 80% full. Interesting. Philip Answer, man like Ade. Yes. Evening, all from Canvey Island, Essex. Not a bad place, Canvey Island. A lot of people asking if I'm good. Yeah, I'm very good. Thank you. Very, very good. Tyler Denny's fighting this guy called Elvis Ahura. Is that his name? Ahura? Looks strong, looks physically strong, looks big. But again, it's because Tyler Denny is a small middleweight. Let's see how Ahura gets on. The soldier Ahura. Tyler's a good fighter, though. Remember Tyler's? Let's not forget Tyler's performance against Felix Cash. Tyler's a good fighter. Game farts. Whittaker stops him late. Okay. You know, someone said this to me the other day. Do you think Dalton Smith versus Pierce O'Leary would be a fight in the future? I'm going to say no. It's almost a fight now. If it's going to happen now. If not, Dalton's gone. Dalton's gone. Dalton's aspirations are for big American fights. And the 140-pound division is so stacked that the only way it happens, and this is no disrespect to Pierce O'Leary, but the only way it happens is if Dalton tries to fight Matias and Puello and he loses. And then you kind of have to start a bit of a rebuild again. But I can't see it happening. Oh, these two are staring each other down, boy. It's going to be a good little scrap. Smith put us to sleep. His opponent was awful, but he should have stopped him within 3. Yeah. You have to do a bit more than run around the ring chasing your opponents. You need to mix it up a little bit more. Regardless of the opponent being negative, you're going to have fighters like that. And he needs to find a way. It was a bit disappointing from Dalton. But got the W. We'll forget about it. If he puts on a masterclass against Puello or Matias or anyone else in the 140 division, we'll forget about it. Guys, I can tell you now, yeah, seeing Tyler Denny, actually, no, it's a camera angle. They're probably about the same size, actually. I was going to say that Ahura looks so much bigger, but he doesn't. They're probably about the same size. Absolute Boxing says, you have me working harder on my content. Yeah, I mean, by the way, I had to look at your channel. I think the thing is just more content. That's all it is. All it is more content. And once you do that and you get comfortable in front of the camera, it'll be so easy. It's so easy. What time is the fight? What's this? A 4-fight card, I think? 5-fight card. Main event, 7. What's the time now? 20 past 7. I'm going to say 9 o'clock, 9:30. 9:30 the earliest, actually. I think Dalton will do better when he gets his shot. That guy came to survive, and I loathe those kind of fighters. Yeah, same. That guy came to survive. But again, you've got to find a way. You've got to find a way. There's a couple of reasons why you've got to find a way. I think the first is you want to put bums on seats. You want to excite people, put bums on seats that they come in and get behind you. And unfortunately, the crowd went really quiet, and he had the advantage of Josh Warrington fighting on the card, who sold a load of tickets. Padley sold a lot of tickets. Kevin Ajarko's fight was exciting, so he had the big build up, and then it just went really flat. So yeah, we'll see. Morrell is back. Yes, David Morrell is back. One of my favorite fighters. No shame in that loss to Benavidez. He put it all on the line. It's a fantastic fight, and he is back on that card. So he's on the Edgar Berlanga Hamza Shiraz card. Happy Easter, Ade. Do you think Josh Padley will be able to compete on world love level? Love from Poland. I don't know. Like, he thinks he can make super featherweight. So yesterday, or on Friday, sorry, he weighed in at 133 pounds. Obviously, 3 more pounds, and he can go down a weight class. He thinks he can make super feather. He wants to fight Reece Bellotti, or at least that's what they're planning. If he were to blast away Reece Bellotti, who's actually done some good work in the last couple of years, then maybe he's kind of fringe world level. What's this one? Wish British interviewers would interview British light heavyweights and ask them about Benavidez or Morrell. I'm more than happy to do that. I'm more than happy. Look, the British guys will fight those two. Let's be honest. The British guys would fight those two, and the record books suggest that. Anthony Yard fought Beterbiev and Kovalev, so he's certainly not fearful of Benavidez or Morrell. Craig Richards fought Dimitri Bivol. Do you know these? Like, Callum Smith fought Canelo and Beterbiev. So the British light heavyweights will definitely fight those two. I think Callum Smith is going to fight Benavidez. I actually feel like that fight's going to be made and announced pretty soon. So yeah, look, if I ever get in front of them, I'll ask them. Hopefully I'm sitting down with one of them, maybe in a few days. So we'll see. Lee the Bald Guy says Cameron via stoppage. Yep, stoppage. Oh, I've just read that correctly. Cameron via stoppage. Fucking hell. Okay. I think Ben will suffer from flashbacks once Liam starts landing on him and he will want out. Dude, if that happens, that's one hell of a collapse. One hell of a collapse. Wow. Jeez. I actually, as I was reading that, for some reason, I read it as Whittaker via stoppage, and then I realized Cameron via. Could happen. Could happen, dude. Could happen. George Whittaker, Taylor Serrano 3, and Shakur versus Tete, and Usyk versus Dubois 2, all set for the same weekend. Not a bad weekend. This is true. But Taylor Serrano 3 and that card is the same day then as Shakur Zepeda. That's not good. Why go that weekend? I don't understand it. Remember, we used to have it here a lot with Frank and Eddie. Like, why are they putting on fight cards at the same time? You don't need to go against Taylor Serrano. You don't need to. And that will go against it. In fact, that will take a lot of eyeballs off Taylor Serrano. A lot of eyeballs. Shakur versus Zepeda and Edgar Berlanga in action as well. It's not good. It's not good. Good evening, Ade. This is a big one. Whittaker needs a huge performance before he is wrote off as a hype job. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it is nowadays, isn't it? I mean, us boxing fans don't really give second chances. I mean, I do, because I am certainly in favor of Whittaker. I think Whittaker's great for British boxing, but he's got to perform. I just hope we see a bit of the showboating and a bit. I think once he starts to showboat, it almost means he's loose, he's comfortable, and he's confident. And that's when I think we'll get a better performance. That's my take on it. Where are we? There you go. Listen to Absolute Boxing. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Don't forget to like the stream. Would you describe Ben Whittaker as an arrogant individual? No, confident. There is a thin line between arrogance and confidence, right? But I think he's confident. Very confident. That's what I think. Again, I've sat down with him. I've interviewed him. I've spoken to him away from boxing. He's just a confident guy, confident in his abilities. And not that, just confident in his own sort of being, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's interesting, actually. the Andy Cruz thing. Happy Easter, Ade. Curious to think how far you think Andy Cruz Gomez can go. I'm surprised more people aren't talking about him at 135. Definitely a dark horse. You know the problem with 135 at the moment? Everyone just talks about Keyshawn Davis. Look, rightly so. We're talking about the champions, right? But everyone just talks about Keyshawn, Shakur, Javante, and sometimes Loma. And everyone's forgot about the guys beneath them. I mean, there are a few, obviously. Look, Floyd Schofield's just beneath them. There's guys just beneath them, but we're so heavy on the main four. I feel like we've forgotten about the guys below. So we do need to start giving them love, but at the same time, they need to kind of put themselves out there a bit more as well. If you could choose 3 fighters to back you in a bar fight, who are you choosing? Mine would be Opataya, White, and Miller. Yeah, mate, that's the 3. That's the 3. I'll tell you now, Jerome Miller's number 1 in that list. I think I'd have Jerome Miller. I'd pick Jerome Miller instead of anybody. It's like being with him, I can't even begin to tell you the size of this man. Like, Dubois massive. These guys are massive. Like, Fabio Wardley's a big guy, 6'4", whatever he is, 17 stone. He makes these guys look like they're in a lower weight class. Like, I'd pick Jerome Miller. Jerome Miller would be number 1. I'd pick Opataya because he would just stare you and you know you're done. And Dillian White, when it's on, Dillian White. Like, when you know it's on, Dillian White, because he would just want to scrap, wouldn't he? He want to scrap. Frozone De Niro says, thanks for that. Just really want all of 175 to mix it up. Weight class could be special. Yeah. So it could be. And I think it is. It is. At the moment, obviously, we've almost got a bit of a roadblock at the top just because Bivol Beterbiev are just there doing their thing. But I think if Bivol wins and Beterbiev then says goodbye and maybe, retire or go to cruiserweight, once Bivol gets in that mix, then it's exciting as fuck. I will say this about Morale. I would pick Morale over all the Brits. I'm not joking, all the Brits. And certainly Benavidez as well. Good fights, but I'd have him. I think Morale and Benavidez are just very, very special. All right. Cameron Stoppage, as my name is Cameron. There's a few of you doing it. Look at this. Liam by KO. Cameron round 9. Jesus Christ. Another one. This is all coming in a row. Cameron by late stoppage. What's going on, people? What's happening? Have you seen something I haven't seen? Jesus. What's this one? Has a heavyweight ever had a record like Usyk, AJ 2, Dubois 2, Fury 2, all back to back? Just amazing. No, I can't think of one doing it like that. I mean, obviously you've got Muhammad Ali, who went back to back with a few fighters. I'm sorry, he fought sort of heavyweights twice, but not back to back like this. No, but this is Usyk, right? Usyk's just incredible. Usyk's incredible. Black Super. Whittaker will win, but it'll be a hard fought battle. Yeah, I think Whittaker's gonna have to dig deep here, way deeper than he ever thought he would have to dig to fight Liam. Honestly. I think he really underestimated Liam first time round, as we all did, and he's going to have a gut check tonight. There's no doubt about it. Ben Whittaker's going to have a gut check. I think he comes through it, but we'll see. We shall see. 2 6. Sasha English says Liam on points. Ricky here has got easy night for Whittaker tonight. It's not going to be easy. Exactly like G-Man's crazy. I saw that. I actually watched G-Man's video. He's crazy if he thinks it's going to be easy night. Certainly ain't. Certainly ain't. Ben stops Liam in the 7th round. The thing about that, I went for a Ben Whittaker 8th round stoppage, I think. I just don't know if he's got the pop. And I know that Liam Cameron is fit as fuck. Like, he's super fit. So if you don't have the pop, you normally stop someone just through exhaustion, right? Where like they just can't do it anymore. Maybe don't get off their stool. I don't know, man. I don't know, people. Something's in the air. Something's in the air. Where are we? Are you going to be doing stuff with the Undisputed Game team? Would love you on comms. Not that I know about. Not that I know about. But never say never. This is about Dalton Smith. Nothing about that performance demanded a world title shot. Yeah, he needs to be making a statement against overly matched, low-level opponents like Jermaine. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I agree. I agree. We for your next shot fight to be a world title, you almost want to run into that world title fight, don't you? Like, here I am, announce yourself. A bit like what he did when he fought Walid Weezer the fight before, and he kind of got rid of him in a couple of rounds. You need something like that. But again, sometimes you get these awkward opponents, and that was just an awkward opponent. It really was. Ben versus Eubank is caught in the hype. It's a high risk money grab that could likely backfire. I don't know how it backfires. I mean, look, barring the absolute worst, and I'm talking an injury, a bad one. That's the only way it kind of goes wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's sold. I think they said there's 1,000 tickets left. I'm not quite sure what the capacity is. I've been sort of saying 65,000 for a while just because of Tottenham stadium capacity plus floor seats. But yeah, look, I just don't see how it goes wrong. And I think they've got styles whereby maybe the latter rounds could get boring, but I think the first 5 or 6 rounds are going to be fucking incredible. Honestly, the noise in that fucking arena is going to be mad. Mad. Brilliant to see big Fraser back. Very interesting to see what he has left. Yeah. Yeah, look, I'm actually surprised that he's back so quick. I remember watching that knockout thinking, oh, he's out for a year. Like a year. So I don't know the rush either, by the way. I don't understand. But you know, sometimes you just want to get back on the horse straight away. And look, we'll see. Ebenezer Tette's crap in he, to be honest. Let's be honest, he's not great. So if there's anything left in Fraser, and I think there is, he should be getting rid of him. What's this? Josh Padley was my main event. Nice 40-pound win on that KO as well. Josh is good, man. Josh is good. Honestly, again, I don't know what the ceiling is for Josh Padley. I'm not quite sure if he's ever going to be a world champion or ever have a world title fight. Or actually, he did have a world title fight against Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? A world title fight that's kind of earned, that make your way up and sort of mandatory or whatever. I'm not quite sure, but he's good. He's good. I like Josh. I like him. Great guy as well. Very great guy. Big up Addy from Useful Idiot. Addy, do DAZN pay you 4 figures per month? Okay, yeah, sure. Tell me what you get paid. Who is this? Adil Lambert. Tell me what you get paid first, and I'll then tell you mine. I probably still won't tell you. George Whittaker, Matchroom show on June 21st is very good. Yafai versus Rodriguez and McGraw versus Masood are great fights. Yafai versus Rodriguez is a great fight. Like, I see, this is the issue. When people don't know about Yafai's opponents, understand this. Yafai's going to have his work cut out. Work cut out. That's a great fight. And McGraw versus Masood's a good one as well. Good one. I thought McGraw was lucky last time out. Remember he had that fight, Riyadh season. I thought he was lucky. But it was lucky. All right, the show. Ben Whittaker entering the arena. Looking quite dapper in this little green number he's got on. Pressure's on. I'd love to know what this guy weighs right now. I would say he's put on at least 20 pounds. I'm not even joking. Maybe more. Maybe more, in fact. Can Fraser get to world level? Possibly. Heavyweights, isn't it, as well? Heavyweights, you've always got a chance, right? All it takes is 1. That's all it takes, 1. And Fraser's a big lump. He came in nearly 20 stone. So all it takes is 1. Even at 8, is it just a Whittaker points tonight? I can even see a Cameron points or a Whittaker TKO. Be interested to know your thoughts. I'm leaning, who's this? Mr. Cash, to Whittaker points. 8-4-9-3 maybe. That's kind of where. Don't put your money on it. Don't put your money on what I just said, but that's where I'm leaning. Randy Espinoza says, already talked about Belanga versus Shiraz, Subriel versus Puello. The Belanga Shiraz one, like, has come from nowhere. Like it's don't get me wrong, very excited about it, but that wasn't even a thing. Like, I interviewed Hamza the other day, and I just said, like, you know, give me a list of the top 168 guys, and I said Pacheco, Belanga, and he kind of bit with Belanga, but I still didn't think it was something that was going to happen. So yeah, I mean, credit to him. Credit to him. Just stuck 50 quid on Whittaker. Am I mental? You just called him Whittaker. So maybe you are. Maybe you are mental. Ryan Fraser, Boxing Talk Up North says, how do we feel about the WBC Grand Prix? I think we found a few gems. I haven't watched a second of it. I haven't watched none of it. I haven't watched none of it. I've been kind of watching a lot of football. Obviously getting ready for a couple of the big shows that I've got coming up. So I've not watched any of it. I might start watching a bit of it now. Why is Ade not doing Eubank Ben? I don't know. I'd love to tell you. I'd love to say, guys, this is the reason. Or maybe I do and I can't tell you. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm not doing it. I guess that's where we are. Raymond Hells says, nice one, Ade. Nice one, Raymond. Shine says 5 to 10 million each is too much. Don't you think? No. Certainly don't think. I don't think you can ever have too much to get in the ring and try and knock someone's block off. Plus, they know their worth. They know what this is going to do on pay-per-view. They know what this is going to do in terms of gate receipts. These two are very smart when it comes to those things. So, yeah, it's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of money for what is not a world title fight. Like, it's crazy, right? What is there? What's on the line? Is it the IBO? Is the IBO title on the line? It's crazy. Anderson Basil Jr. Ben must get a stoppage, not just a win. Disagree. It's just win. If you're Ben Whittaker, it's just win. Obviously, look, again, life and death with Liam, we might start asking questions, but if it's just a comfortable victory, then that's more than enough. More. I don't know if Ben is going to be one of those fighters that goes out and knocks people off their, off their ass, off their feet. Sorry, I don't think he's that guy. A bit like Bivol. Bivol ain't that guy either, but Bivol will always win on points. So that could just be Ben's ammo as well. Could be. What's this one? Super chat from Joe says, who do you got? Italma or Dubois in 2 to 3 years? Dubois is still young enough. Like if Dubois was 30 and okay, cool. In 2 to 3 years, 33, maybe. But Dubois, I mean, look at his resume. Look what Dubois has been doing. It's frightening. So I'm very high on Moses, but we've got to see it against someone of note. And as of yet, we haven't. Ben, easy. Yes, I will be saying I told you so on Thursday. I don't think you will. I don't think it'll be. Look, I'm kind of a Ben Whittaker fan. I respect both fighters, but I mean, I'll be very happy on Thursday if you used to say, I told you so. I don't think you will be doing that. I don't think you will. But who knows? Who knows? All right, where are we? Sorry, I'm just trying to get it back in order. Who's this one? Negron. This is way better than Showbiz Watchalong. Showbiz the adult. He's been doing some stuff for the zone recently as well, hasn't he? Been doing little bits. Miles Carey, big ups from Canada at 8. Liam all the way. Let's see if heart, grit, and determination beats can silence Whittaker arrogance. Great job, Ade. Keep up the good work. Yeah, a lot of people are calling it Whittaker arrogance. And I'm just saying he's just a bit overconfident. That's all I think it is. That's all I think it is. No, I don't know the answer to this question. A few people have asked me this one. I'm not quite sure. Have you got any idea where Chris Andre disappeared over a year ago? No idea. No idea. But trust me, there are times when I want to disappear from doing this. There are times when I'm like, I've had enough. You guys know I do take these weird 3 or 4 weeks off. Obviously, Chris Andre has decided to go a lot longer than that, but he might be back. Maybe he just needs to press the pause button, rethink what he's doing, or maybe, he's probably got a proper job. This doesn't pay the bills. Focus on that. So maybe that's his thing. Sasha English, rooting for Liam, Chris Daniel. What does that mean? Chris Daniel. I need to. Does anyone know what that means? Neil Sinclair, that is one of the zone's best. I'm surprised by this. Not as surprised as me, my man. Not as surprised as me. Do you think Usyk is as great a boxer as Ali? No. No. But you know what? It's not a stupid question. Some might think it's not a silly question. Usyk is phenomenal. I just think the era and the longevity of Muhammad Ali and who he fought and how he fought them, I think Ali's one of a kind. One of a kind. What's this one? Super chat from Lee, the ball guy says, we talk about Wardley, Miller, Dubois, AJ, and even Wilder, who has done nothing for a long time. Yet Park, is frozen out. Is he now becoming avoided? It's not so much avoided. It's just unfortunate that one person has 3 belts and the other has the other one. And he was supposed to fight the other one being obviously Daniel Dubois. He's so close to a world title, but he's just gonna have to be patient. He's not. I don't think he's avoided. I think he's a really good fighter and deserves a crack, but he's unfortunately Dubois Usyk's bigger. It's bigger. Like I was arguing this with G-Man. Like Usyk Dubois, I'm more intrigued by Usyk Dubois than I am Usyk Parker or Dubois Parker. Give me Usyk Dubois every single day of the week. True. Ringside Boxing, just sending in money. Just sending in money. All right, no question, nothing. No, get your questions in. I mean, as much as I like to take your money, I'd rather answer a question. All right. Where were we? What are all of them? Jesus. What are all the top super fights that can be made in the next 12 months? I'd say Boots versus Ortiz. Is Boots Ortiz a super fight? I think it's a very good fight. A super fight for me is one that attracts the non-boxing fans. You know, one of those fights where everyone from Hollywood is ringside and you got the rappers and the actors and the musicians and the athletes. I don't know if that does that. The obvious one is Javante Shakur. That's an obvious one. You can't discount AJ Fury. That's an obvious one as well. That still is a super fight. Canelo Crawford's probably the answer. That's the super fight of all super fights. And if that does take place at the Raiders Stadium, then that's going to be just insane. Ryan versus Devon, because of the following that both have, because of how the first fight played out, kind of can be called a super fight as well. There ain't that many. Damn, Addy, who is doing the fight week if you're not? Jamie Ward, who does a good job for Matchroom, will be doing it. I'm not quite sure who else. The usual team, Jamie Ward, Darren Barker, Barry Jones. I think Tony Bellew's there. It's a good team. Carl Frampton. So I won't be missed. It's nice that you guys, there's a lot of people replacing me. Absolutely despise the sound of Brooke versus the winner of Eubank Benber. So when did this happen? Dude, I'm with you. That's a disgrace. No. That must be a joke. No. Nope. AJ just waiting for Fury, or is he really injured? I think a bit of both. I think he was injured. I think there was a niggle with the big man, but he's certainly waiting for Fury. Like AJ doesn't want to fight anyone else. Look, we'll find out soon, right? Because I mean, AJ hasn't had a fight since Dubois. Obviously, Fury's been out the ring since Usyk, so we'll find out very, very soon. Oh, this Ahura has just been given a count in round 7. He's trying to say it wasn't a knockdown, but the referee's counted. That's a problem for him. Seems like I'm watching the fight. It seems like they're all just grabbing and hugging and hitting each other on the back of their heads. Messy fight. Get rid. Move on, please. All right. Where are we? I bet everything that Whittaker wins. Don't do that. So the fight was signed as a 12 round, but then changed to a 10 rounder. How much more did they have to pay Cameron to agree to that? A lot. again, I spoke to Cameron's manager yesterday, Lee Eaton. He was with me, and let's just say he had a big grin on his face. They paid Cameron quite well. Boots versus Virgil Ortiz, who wins? I would say at this stage, Virgil. I would go for Virgil, especially because you're talking about this fight being at 154. Virgil's the proven 154 pounder. He beat Boychuk very close, but he beat Boychuk and he beat Madrimov. Sorry, but Boots hasn't fought anyone like that. Boots hasn't fought anyone near that level. Nowhere near that level. Madrimov and Boychuk. So I would favor Virgil. Even if you thought Virgil lost to Boychuk, Virgil was in there, life and death, toe to toe with Boychuk. So I would favor Virgil. Who would you pick, Fraser or Adelaide? Adelaide, I think. Again, it depends how Fraser looks tonight, but I think Adelaide. I think give Adelaide a bit more time with Adam Booth. I think he's going to start to look pretty good. He's trying to mimic David Haye with the kind of head feints and the low hands. It takes a while to get that. Give him a few more camps. Like, I think this time around against Jimmy TKV, I think Adelaide is going to look a lot better. Okay, this is an interesting one. Jake Gordon says, Ade, please help me understand why nobody has yet confronted the fact Eubank Senior complains about weights, etc. when Eubank Junior has fought virtually all his career at 160 without any complaints from anyone. Okay, it's not the 160 thing he's complaining about. He's complaining about the fact that there is a rehydration cap on when his son does make 160. So it's not a case of, okay, we make 160 and then we can eat what we want and drink what we want and come into the ring 185 pounds. It's a case of Matchroom and Ben Shalom signed off and Chris Eubank Jr. signed off, putting a restriction on how much he can weigh the morning of the fight. And then once he does that weight check, then he can go. So I think it's the restrictions that are kind of annoying Chris Senior amongst many other things. Hopefully that answered your question. Sphere and Raiders Stadium fights are mandatory. Yeah, I don't know about the Sphere one. I think it was good for UFC. They did their event there, right there. I think was that the Mexican event there, but the Raiders Stadium. I mean, if you think the Tottenham, this is for UK fight fans. If you think the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is good, the Raiders Stadium is like the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on steroids. It's incredible. American NFL stadiums are they're just a different thing. All Dubois' brother wanted was a handshake. Like, I only saw the footage of this. I didn't see it live. I saw the footage of it after. I felt bad. I felt bad for the young man. I did. What's this one? How have you been watching the NBA playoffs? Big NBA fan. I have. I watched, obviously, Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Lakers. Ant-Man looking good. Luka looking a bit sorry for himself. After we've done the live watch long, I'm happy to talk about anything. Basketball, football, movies, anything. Anything. All right. 1 second. Where are we? Ade, why do you go to a gym so far? You know, you're so right, dude. It's about 15 minutes from the house, but there is a good gym 2 minutes away from me. I just can't be bothered to go and do the sign up. I'm like, I can't be bothered. So I'm so used to my gym. But I'm going to switch gyms because literally the gym, literally a 2-minute walk from the house. I think Tete takes Clark the distance today. I bloody hope not. Honestly, I bloody hope not. Okay, this is a good question. Ade, what do you think about Leo Etang? Obviously, Matchroom has signed Leo. He got presented yesterday to all the fans, I guess, to all the media members, people at home. He's only 18, bit of a lump for 18. The World Youth gold medalist. So obviously there's a lot of talent there. I haven't watched these fights, but in terms of him just as a person, he seems like a great kid. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure, Eddie, talking about the next AJ and everything like that. I mean, fucking hell. I'd rather Eddie not, but I get it. Eddie's got to go into hyper salesman mode. But the next AJ, I mean, Jesus Christ. But look, who knows, right? We might get a Leo Etang versus the Moses Talma in a few years' time. That could be the fight. He does look, I think, a bit small for heavyweight. Like he's got the height. I think it's about 6'4". But these guys now, and it'll grow eventually. But I do wonder if maybe the starting point's cruiser. I don't know if he can make cruiser. We'll see. We'll see. Because the reason I say cruiser is because Pat Brown went into the ring after, and Pat Brown looked as big. I'm like, geez, Pat Brown looked the same size as him, same size. But who knows? Who knows? Respectfully, any man with 2 full sleeves of Dragon Ball Z tattoos is obviously immature. Referring to Ben Whittaker, are we? Yeah, I mean, I'm not that. Some people are obsessed with that Dragon Ball Z shit. For me, it just goes over the head. I'm like, what are you talking about? I think Liam Cameron by stoppage. He's trained, and his partner in the pen. Unfortunately, what does that mean? What? Wait, are you trying to say his partner's in jail? Someone translate that for me, please, so I can fully understand that, and then I can read it. So look, Big Ferg already a question mark on Ben's power, and rumor has it he's not too comfortable at the weight. Can he bring anything at cruiser, or does he get eaten up? Yeah, cruiser's not a good weight for Ben Whittaker. And see, the rumor has it he's not too comfortable at the weight. Yeah, he's a big light heavyweight, and hence why he even walks around very healthy, because he knows it's difficult to get down to that weight. What can you do? What can you do? I mean, the next jump's a big one. Like light heavy to cruiser is it's too big a jump. I don't know how old you guys are, but and Nathan Cleverly tried to do it, and it just didn't work out for him either. Too big a jump. Rumor has it. Looks like we're going all the way, by the way, in this Tyler Denny horror fight. I haven't watched much of it, but not much has happened, to be honest with you. Not much has happened. I watched the channel for a few years now, Ade, and so glad that you've got to where you've got to. Big up hard work and determination, mate. Means a lot. Honestly, things like that, those type of messages mean a lot, because yeah, you know what it is? It's my baby. That's what it is. It's my baby. Eubank Senior is jealous of Junior. No, it's not that. Some people say that, and jealous of what? Jealous of what exactly? Eubank has done everything and more. Sorry, Eubank Senior than Junior. What's he jealous of? I think what he wanted was control of Eubank. Like, I remember in the early days when I went to the pressers, Eubank Senior would talk, and Eubank Junior would just sit there almost like a statue. And then eventually Eubank Junior started talking and being his own man. And I actually think Eubank Senior hates it. I don't think it's a jealousy thing. I think it's a control thing. But again, it's very difficult to get involved in that kind of conversation. What do you think of Whittaker's power? Whittaker seems like he ain't got much power to hang with the best at light heavyweight. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, Andy Lee says he's hitting hard. We don't really see him sit on his shots as much as we'd like. So we'll see what he can do. Once he sits on the shots, we'll see. Because most times we're seeing, okay, look at Marcus Rashford with Adam Azim. Marcus Rashford's in the house. Adam Azim taking a photo with Marcus. The stars are out. The stars are out, people. Big ups from Australia, Addy. Whoa, people watching in Australia, you know. It's crazy. Thank you. Addy, did you watch the WBC tournament? No, I didn't. I'm not even joking. Didn't watch anything. Rico P says, salute from Tampa, Florida. Thank you very much. Salute to you as well, my man. When do you think we will see AJ return? No idea. Honestly, I ain't got no idea. I hope this year, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I hope this year. Lyndon Arthur, Eubank double next week. Nah, I like Lyndon. Lyndon's my guy, but Yard, I think, is going to get that W. I really do. Yard, to be fair, though, didn't look great in his last performance, but Yard's going to get that W. Pretty much looks like Usyk Dubois is a done deal. What do you think is for Parker next? I feel like he should have had a title shot. Yeah, he should have, but Unfortunately, Usyk Dubois is just such a bigger fight because of the rematch, because of what happened in the first fight, because of Dubois' recent run, because Dubois got in the ring and done all that. So it's a bigger fight. For Parker, I mean, why not Kabayel in Germany? Why not Kabayel? So number 3 versus number 4, I think we'd agree with that. That should be the fight. Boxer have cooked Matchroom this weekend. It's so weird. These type of messages like that, yeah. I'm like, honestly, I couldn't care which like broadcast style promoter puts on the best fights. I just want to watch them. I could not care. As long as the fight happens, that's all I care about. Do you think Bivol will fight Benavidez? Yeah. I think Bivol will get past Beterbiev and fight Benavidez at the start of 2025. Sorry, 2026. My apologies. WizKid says, obviously, I don't agree with Senior, but I feel there's a lack of empathy with his situation. Lost his brother, lost his son, he's traumatized. There you go. There you go. That's that. Now we're starting to kind of understand. And I think people need to understand that as well. You can see when this man talks, you can see it in his eyes. He's hurting. And someone needs to pull him aside rather than put a camera in his face and ask questions. This horror literally started jumping and saying, come on, let's fight. Let's fight. He's almost upset that Tyler Denny is sort of running away and fighting on the back foot. What's Tyler Denny supposed to do? He's not stupid. He's not going to have a little fucking shootout with this guy in the last minute of the fight. That'd be stupid. Don't get involved, Tyler. Don't get involved. Bob Mudha says, little random, congrats on all your success. I recall watching you on YouTube a year ago. You were with co-host Ryan. Curious what happened to Ryan. I met you both at Chisora versus Fury Presser in London. Wow. That's a long time ago. Yeah, Ryan actually started doing the channel again, I believe. And then he stopped. So maybe just I think Ryan's kind of reverted back to what it was at the beginning, which is just watching fights as opposed to talking about them. That's what Ryan was about. Ryan was always about staying up late at night watching those fights. So maybe it's just that. I'm gonna just for proper clarity, because a lot of people ask me about Ryan. I did see Ryan. I haven't spoken to him properly in a long time. I did see him. We both worked at Islington Council, and they kind of do reunions. So I went to a reunion about 3 months ago, and we met there. But yeah, I think a lot of people have been waiting for that sort of Ryan and Ade video, like the comeback between us doing a video again. Ain't gonna happen. Let me shut that shit down right now. Ain't gonna happen. Uncle Lenzo ASC says Dave Allen says he's gonna come in heavier. Predictions. Don't know. Actually, don't know. I really don't know. Seeing Dave yesterday, confident, big, look bigger. Johnny Fisher's, I think, slimming down a bit more. I don't know, I think I might lean to Dave. I think I'm leaning to the guy that I thought won the first fight. Cy H says, Ade, I remember you helping G-Man get set up and get going on his own channel. I found out about him via yourself. Yeah, I did. And now G-Man's taking over the world. He's almost forgotten about me. Always forgetting about me. What's this one? From Yinka. Is Fraser Clark? I think Fraser Clark's up next, He's doing a bit of pad work. It's been a hot minute. What's good, my man, Ade? Always following your journey, always. Who you got? Eubank versus Ben. I can't call it, but I think it's going to be Matador versus Ball for the first 6 rounds. Yeah, the first 6 rounds, exactly that. It's like Connor's going to come out like a madman, I think. And Eubank's going to have to weather that storm. And it all comes down to whether Eubank can weather that storm. If he can't, I almost expect Connor to have a lead up until the midway point of that fight. So I expect Connor to kind of be winning on the scorecards up until round 5, 6. Then Eubank to kind of get into the rhythm and get his shots set. He loves the uppercut. And then it's a case of who can win the final couple of rounds. I think it's going to be super close. If I had to put money on it, I think I've changed my mind on this. I think I'm going Eubank. If I had to put money, I think I'm going Eubank. It's a close fight, though. Really close fight. Very, very, very close fight. Ben versus Imam Katayev in future. Big ups from Estonia. Katayev, ain't he fighting David Morrell? I'm pretty sure he's the one that's fighting David Morrell. If he is, that's a very interesting matchup. I think Morrell's speed might be a problem for him, but that's an interesting matchup. Ben Whittaker ain't ready for that anytime soon. No sirree. Stay away from that for now. If I'm Ben, and I think Andy Lee's smart with this one, you look at the domestic scene, and there's so many fights in the domestic scene to have. Dan Aziz would probably be the one up next for me. You look at Craig Richards, you look at those type of guys, Willie Hutchinson, and then maybe you start to dip your toes into world level. Maybe. All right, where are we? Ade, if you're not doing Ben Eubank fight, can we get a live watch along here for it? Yes, sorry, we are doing a live watch along. We are doing, I'm not joking, from start to finish. I'm going to have my dinner in front of me because I'm not moving. We're going to do a 6 to 7 hour. We're going to basically, when the card starts until it ends, we're doing the whole bloody thing. We're doing the whole thing. Would love to see you do some stuff with Punch Perfect Boxing. Punch Perfect is the guy that knows more about the lower weight classes than any man on planet Earth. His knowledge on lower weight class fighters from Asia through the roof. I salute that guy. He's doing really good stuff. Les Vlogs is here. Welcome. You're only about an hour late, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Come in. No stress. No stress. All are welcome. I say about an hour late. Yeah, I am on a question. There's so many questions have come in. I'm on a question, and the time of this question was 7:18. It's now 5 minutes past 8. We are better play catch up. All right, let's do this. Hasib Raza says, yes, Addy, one of the realest pundits out here. What are your predictions for Whittaker Cameron? I am going Whittaker points. Whittaker points. What's going on ringside? Oh, is that Tyler Denny's daughter running? I think it is Tyler Denny's daughters. Oh, three daughters. Any more, Tyler? Any more coming? Is that free? Okay, free. I feel like people give Eubank Jr. far too much credit. The man ducked a world title fight against an undefeated unified chat. Dude. There is no problem and no shame in ducking a fight against Gennady Golovkin. He also pulled out of a Billy Joe rematch. No, he didn't. I know that for a fact. Where do people get this stuff from? The first bit, you are 100% correct. He certainly ducked and lost his pen, but he did not pull out of a rematch for Billy Joe. But sometimes you got to know how good you are. You know, Gennady Golovkin would have sent him into retirement. Gennady Golovkin back then, when he was supposed to fight Gennady Golovkin, and it was obviously Kell Brook that stepped in. That version of GGG, he's right to have lost his pen. Do I think Dalton Smith beats Jack Cattrall? Not yet, no. No, not yet. Not yet. Jack's very much a world level, like 140 pounder, very much. EMGM Sports. Ade, did you go to Rokeby School in Newham? Yes, I did. I was in Rokeby School from 1990, this is how old I am, 1992 to 1997. Fucking bad boy school. Loved it. Absolutely love it. Loved it. Cesar Mullins, have you seen the clip of Pat Brown and Dave Allen bickering over who would win? All tongue in cheek, but you can tell they both meant it. Eddie instigated it and could be looking at it next if Dave loses. No, he won't. He won't. Them two are really good friends, like really good friends they get on. Just a bit of fun. And Dave Allen would right now like beat Pat Brown. Like, let's stop the cap here. He would beat Pat Brown. Reese, Ade, who you got, Balanga or Shiraz? This is a tough one, you know. Yeah. But Belanga's like a 175 guy. And this will be Hamza's first fight with Andy Lee. First fight of Andy Lee, moving up in weight class, fighting in America. You've got to edge to Belanga. You've got to edge to Belanga. I want Hamza to win, but you've got to edge to Belanga when you factor in all those things. Hamza's basically coming off a hand injury, a defeat, if we're brutally honest. I thought he lost that fight. A new weight class, new trainer, fighting in America. It's 5 things against him. Tough. If he can get the job done, then fair play, man. Fair play. I'm off to London on Saturday from Ireland. Any spots you suggest for a drink or hookah? Email me. There's a spot near me. If you're coming to East London, I'll take you out. You know what it is? I'll take you out. Absolute Boxing. If you're coming to East London, there's a hookah spot near me, and we'll go out for a couple of drinks, and I can give you some advice on your YouTube channel. Hey, that's the kind of guy I am. Plus, you Irish are always nice guys. Boots. Boatsy. Apologies. Boatsy's career has been underwhelming. The guy was a prospect for like half a decade. You know what? In boxing, like, not everyone is going to go on to be like fucking, oh my God. Like, not everyone, like, it's just the way it works, isn't it? I think Boatsy's had a good career. And I say is having a good career. You know, I wanted Boatsy to go as well. I was like, Boatsy, go. Like, you know, you're that good, go. But maybe I was wrong. I watched the Craig Richards fight closely. I watched the Willie Hutchinson fight. I was like, I think I don't really like the Virgil link up anymore. If I'm honest with you, I don't like it at all. I'd like to see him switch up and come back here and train with someone over here. But I wouldn't say it's been underwhelming. I just expected a bit more. I think that's what it is. Maybe that is actually underwhelming, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I don't skip anyone's question. I'm trying to literally answer everyone's fucking question. Ade, I'm not remembering correctly, or I am not remembering correctly, or was Ben getting tired? Ben was getting very tired. So maybe you're onto something. David says Cameron late stoppage. Simon Abbott says, come on, Cameron, you've got the pressure of a nation on your shoulders. No, I think all the pressure's on Ben Whittaker. I don't think he has any pressure at all. Can't wait until Whittaker. Bloody hell, people are harsh, ain't they? Get stopped. I bet he doesn't do any interviews. It's so interesting, that narrative. Like, Ben Whittaker, and look, Liam Cameron could be a star as well, by the way. But Ben Whittaker is, I think, he's someone that moves the needle when it comes to British boxing. Like, the Americans talk about him a lot. Trust me, I've been over there and they mention him a lot. Why would you want someone like that to lose? I don't understand why. You'd want to see him sort of go to the next level so we get big fights. And no, okay. It'll be interesting to see when Ben gets hit on the whiskers, how he will react. Yeah. It'll be interesting to hear the corner advice. I might get my AirPods to listen in. It'll be interesting to hear what the corner advice from Andy Lee is if he does get chinned. Iron Mike says Whittaker will win tonight. Very good question. What happened to Ted Cheeseman? I haven't seen him since Lauren Price burst on the scene. It's got me. Oh, you. Why did I realize? Why do people say they look like each other? They certainly don't. Raymond Hell says, Ade, do you think Ben Shalom will get a new Sky contract set to be announced next week? Well, if it's announced next week, then he's going to get it. I mean, shows like this help. You know, the issue is, I mean, where are the stars? Like, you can only do these type of shows if you have a number of big stars, and I don't think he has that many big stars. I still can't believe we didn't do Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall 2. Obviously, Fraser Clark was 1. There aren't that many big stars, are there? Watsy's now lost. Lawrence Okoli left. I know you might say Lawrence isn't a big star, but he's a big name. So yeah, that's the issue. Tariq Amazon says, like the stream guys, salute Ade, your story is so inspirational. Thank you. And story is going on and on and on. Ebenezer Tete making his ring walk. Ebenezer Tete is supposedly younger than me. I mean, I know, look, actually, you know, no. I fear I can see a robbery coming if it's razor close, like Fisher versus Allen. Maybe. Love your stuff, mate. Your knowledge is unreal. It's not actually that good, you know. I mean, there are some people that know, like Rob Tebbett, ridiculous knowledge. Spencer Fearon, obviously. Gareth A. Davis, yes, true. Gareth A. Davis, Andy Clark, like, their knowledge. I'm like Barry Jones. Oh my god, we're okay. We're all right. Missing 350 likes. Hit the likes. Yeah, people, if you can hit the likes, really helps the channel. Thank you. Please don't talk about that con artist Floyd Schofield alongside man like Andy Cruz. Wow. Floyd Schofield. Morgan Rogers, sorry, from Aston Villa with Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford is jawed out. Brother. Like he has about 7, he looks like a rapper. He has about 7 chains. And you know, as an easy 1M on his neck. Jeez. Miller hasn't beaten anyone. He beat Andy Ruiz. I was there. I was ringside. He won that fight. That's a big name. He beat Andy Ruiz. Anybody who, I think, what's this? Who, where, and how? Anybody know where and how to watch boxer cards in Canada? It's so annoying that Sky Sports is only in Europe. Help him out, people. Help him out. Does anyone know? Do you see any upsets happening in the Times Square card? Yes, I do. Rolly could chin Ryan, you know. Rolly Romero could chin Ryan. I'm calling it now. And Devin Haney could lose on points to Jose Ramirez. Honestly, I don't know why Big Fraser Clark's making his way to the ring. We will commentate on this fight. Come on, Fraser. Come on. Big fan of Fraser Clark. I don't know why we just didn't go straight to Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. Like, why does it need a semifinal? I don't understand it. Why risk this? Crazy. All right, where are we? Sorry, I'm trying to get in order. Okay. Cameron going to turn the screw, possibly. Is it 10 or 12 rounds? It's 10. Light heavyweight division, Bivol, Viterbia, Benavidez, Morrell, Smith, Yard, Whittaker, Boatsi. Jeez, yeah. When you say like that, it's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot. What's this? We have a new member. I feel like I need one of those like bells. Ryan Shepherd has joined. He's joined the flock. People, if you fancy it, become a member. I have got loads of content coming your way. Trust me. I know I say it all the time, but it's true. The car diary has been fantastic. You guys have responded to that. The Q&A you guys like as well. But yeah, become a member. Become a member. All right, Ebenezer Tete getting Ebenezer Tete, man. So slow. Like, his hands, I'm watching it now. It's incredible. I don't know. Jake Gordon says, I'm a Brummy. If Whittaker hasn't improved and learned how to pace himself, I think Cameron will outdog him and win by KO rounds 8 to 10. Cameron looked like the veteran in the last fight and got in Ben's head. Yeah. Fraser Clark, 33 now. 10 fights, 1-8, KO 6, lost 1, drawn 1. You know, yeah, the Fabio Wardley defeat might not be, so when we look back in years to come, a bad one in the sense of who and what Fabio's gone on to do and who Fabio's beaten. Do you know what I mean? It might not be the worst. Super chat here from a Joey Knight podcast. Joey in the building. Joey, send me a message. Are you guys doing the pain game? Are you doing that with True Geordie and the team? Trav, KG for Eubank Ben. Are you doing it? I appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat, Joey. Appreciate it, brother. You're a millionaire anyway, fucking. So you're all right. All right, here we go. Let's pause the questions for a while. Big Fraser Clark, all 20 stone of him versus Ebenezer Tete. Let's see what Fraser Clark can do. Let's hope it's a good performance, man. Let's hope it's a good performance. I'm so nervous as to what happens when he gets hit. But I think he'll be okay. He'll be fine. He would have been checked out properly. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. All right, first round. Fraser straight to it. Big jab. Ebenezer Tete on the back foot. Fraser just having a look, which is smart. Fraser's got to be careful. Fraser's swinging wild and he doesn't need to. Bloody hell. Ebenezer Tete threw a haymaker, very similar to what Chisora threw against Otto Volin. Good body shot from Fraser Clark as well. One thing about Ebenezer, strong. He is very, very strong. Tucks up quite well. His punches are just horrendous. But the thing is, when you punch the way Ebenezer punches, because it's so unorthodox, you don't prepare for that. If you're afraid, you don't prepare for shots coming like all over the place. So it might be tricky to read. But yeah, everything he does technically is so bad. I feel bad being this guy digging him out, but it's so bad. Good body shot from Fraser Clark. Really good body shot. Fraser on the back foot. It's got to be careful. When Fraser goes on the back foot like that, his chin is right there for that big right hand. It's got to be careful. A minute 45 in round number 1. Good uppercut from Ebenezer Tete. Refs told him to break. Didn't get in. Ebenezer threw a nice little uppercut. Oh, that's a beautiful hook. Oh, bang! Done. That's done. Big right hand. Big right hand from Fraser Clark. Done. Credit to Ebenezer getting up, but this fight is over, ladies and gentlemen. Fraser's going to go over there and smash him. Let's see what Fraser can do just to get the finish. Oh, big right hand. Referee's going to jump in. Referee's going to jump in. Hooks. Bang, bang, bang. Referee jumping in. What's he doing? Ebenezer's still there. Ooh. Ebenezer's not happy. He kind of held the ref. Like, he's got to be careful. Kind of said to the ref, like, what are you doing? I need to see it again. He's really unhappy with the ref. Very unhappy with the ref is Ebenezer Tete. Let's have a look at it again if we can see. Like, to be fair, he's on steady legs. He looks okay. But you know the problem is, when you got a guy the size of Fraser, and Fraser had him on the ropes and he's digging away, and he just got knocked down, you can kind of see where the ref maybe jumping in a bit early. Show the replay. I need to see the replay of this. Look, Ebenezer wouldn't have done anything anyway. This fight was only going one way, but did the ref jump in a bit early? Ebenezer Tete, I'll be honest, as soon as the referee jumped in, he's like, get off me. He's got to be careful. He can't do that. He can't do Zab Judah stuff. That's Fraser's mum and dad, I think, ringside watching. What have you guys all made of that stoppage? Let me just quickly. I'm gonna scroll back to the questions, but I just want to see what everyone's saying about that stoppage. Ben Shalom just jumped in the ring as well. Very, very, very important win for Fraser Clark. What's everyone saying? Blows my mind that Tete is a former light heavyweight. Doesn't really, because he's not in shape. So you can eat your way to heavyweight, so it doesn't. All right, let's have a look at it again. Okay, so Fraser lands a nice left hook, massive right hand on the top. Okay, that's the knockdown. All right, that one, no problem. It's the stoppage now, I want to see. Hopefully they show this in slow motion. Is that still, I think that's still the first. That's a massive right hand that Fraser threw. Massive. Okay, Sky, we've seen that now. We want to see the stoppage, please, if possible. Cy H says light work for Fraser. Bill, I'm going to answer this question in 2 ticks. Do you think AJ is done regardless of the Fury fight? I don't know. It's up to AJ, isn't it? AJ is he's the star. By the way, Ebenezer Tete is kicked off in the ring. He's kicking off. His corner is trying to control. Whoa. His corner are trying to calm him down. Security had to get in the ring and tell him just chill. I don't know what is going on here now. He is livid. Clifton Mitchell is in the ring as well, saying, look, just relax. You're going to get paid, brother. I don't know why they still haven't showed us the replay. What's this? Garen 444. I get to catch Ade. Get to catch an Ade live. Very happy about that. Yeah, I'm happy to do the live as well. Fraser Clark's just gone over to Ebenezer. Just embraced. Okay, Ebenezer's going over to Fraser Clark's team. I thought he was going to make a beeline for the referee again. You know what? This question here, I'm not going to get... Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. Does anything land significant? It's a couple of big right hands. Nah, it's a bad stoppage. Am I joking? That's an awful stoppage. It's an awful stoppage. He's not even wobbled. Look, Fraser Clark was going to... Okay, so he gets caught there. He goes onto the ropes. Fraser then lands. Yeah, it's a bad stoppage. But with the heavyweights, you just got to be so careful. But it's a bad stoppage. It's not an awful stoppage, but it's a bad stoppage. Yeah, Dillian Whyte kind of struggled with Ebenezer, didn't he? Struggled. A lot of you are saying that. Big L for Dillian. G-Man says as well, and White couldn't put a dent in him. Let's have a look again. So he lands 2 right hands. And to be fair, Ebenezer knows what he's doing. He's trying to hold Fraser, and the referee just... Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah, Dillian Whyte is officially cooked. Dylan Goodrich says, well, that's made White look incredible. Yeah. That's not great for White, actually. It's weird. Everyone's just talking about White. I think base is there. And even he says poor stoppage. It is a poor stoppage. Everything here is about Dillian Whyte. That's a bad stop by the ref, but not a good look for White. Damn. People forget how badly Dubois did Tete. Yeah, Dubois fucking sent him to another realm. Dillian Whyte is washed. PD less, but I'm not reading that out. Whyte's my guy. I'm not reading that out. Caesar Mullen says, why does Fraser's dad look like Tete? He did look a bit like Tete, actually. Cy H says, that was a fair KO. Too many big shots. I don't know if it was, Cy. Yeah, I normally agree with you, bro, but I don't know if it was. Watching it back, Tete looks like he's in control of things. Like he's trying to grab on and hold Fraser. I don't know if it's a fair stoppage. Ref had a 1-hour on a first round KO. Will you be doing a watch along next week for Eubank Ben if you're not working it? Yeah, I am. I've decided. Not just Eubank Ben, the whole fucking fight card. We're doing everything. Tete doing more fighting after the final bell than he did during the fight. Yeah. Bad stoppage, though. Be interesting to see what Fraser does next. I think Fraser now waits for Adelaide and Jimmy TKV to play out. And obviously, he's going to want the winner of that. And he wants it to be Adelaide. That's what he wants. Flizzy says, early stoppage, but whatever. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, it was early, but who gives a fuck? Because ultimately, we're all here for Ben Whittaker versus Liam Cameron. So can we get the show on, please? And he was going to get knocked out in the next round, it seemed anyway. This is going to be good, isn't it? The next fight. It's going to be really good. Cutler versus Edgington. You kind of know what you're getting with Edgington. It's going to be good. Edgington always entertains. Tete needs to relax before he pulls the hip. Don't blame him. It was a poor stoppage. It was a poor stoppage. And we should be happy that Tete's pissed. Because most times when guys come in, or girls that are knowing, they're coming in for one thing, they're like, okay, let me just get paid and get out of here. Tete wanted a few more fights. Sorry, a few more rounds. I think it was early, man. Yeah, I think everyone's agreeing. Early stoppage. This is what hurts boxing. Early stoppage. Yeah, it was early. It was far too early. They got it wrong. I wouldn't go this far, dude. Corrupt stoppage. I'm not sure about that. All right, I'm seeing it again. Okay. Oh, no, that's the first knockdown they're showing again. I wanted to see it again. What's your opinion on Cutler versus Edgington? Edging to Cutler ever so slight. Like, how many wars can Edgington have? Like, how many times can Edgington go to the world? By the way, they're showing a stoppage again. Bad stoppage. Bad stoppage. Bad stoppage. Ebenezer Tete is livid. I think Ebenezer Tete thinks he's going to get a standing 8 count. I think that's what he's almost expecting to happen. He's livid. Like, the referee puts his hand up, and Ebenezer Tete is thinking the ref's going to start counting. And when he realized the ref's not counting, that's when he fucking loses the plot. Bad stoppage. All right. What's this one? Hi, buddy. Happy Easter. And what does that say? For any Greek subscribers, keep up the great work. Cheers, Christos. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much. Dude, I wouldn't even know it was Greek. I would have said that was like Russian or something. Okay, you know what? This is one that people haven't mentioned. You know what? I don't think Dillian would go for it. I'm trying to think of the risk reward for Dillian. I don't think Dillian would go for that fight. You know what someone did say the other day? I don't know. Yeah, okay, you're saying it there. Joyce. Someone mentioned Joyce the other day, and I was like, I don't know. It's a good shout. The Dillian one's a good shout, but Dillian won't do it. It's going to be Adelaide. I think Adelaide beats Jimmy TKV. I think Adelaide. Main event time now. No, it's not main event time. It's co-main event time. Initially, I actually thought Fraser was co-main event, but it is Cutler Edgington. All right. All right, keep your questions coming in, guys. I'm going to read out as many as humanly possible. There are quite a few hundred coming in. Ryan Shepard says, Addy, best wishes from New Jersey. I'm excited for the May 2nd card. We can't do too many outdoor cards out here, but it's supposed to. Oh my God. You know what? Is there a backup plan if it rains? And by the way, he's talking about the Times Square card. I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. I think it's just so risky. I love the idea of it. I think it's going to be incredible. I'm disappointed that I'm not going to be there for it. But no, I think it's the answer. I mean, imagine they had Madison Square Garden ready just in case, but no, I don't think there is a big backup plan. And not only would it rain, it could get windy as well. So even if you have sort of a canopy over the ring, which I think they will just in case, like the water could just come through. It's risky. Ringside Boxing. How do you think Andy Lee has changed Ben as a fighter? No idea. Honestly, no idea. I think Ben just needed a proper trainer. Remember, Ben was with Sugar Hill Stewart, and his performances under Sugar, like a couple of them were really good. Obviously, Andy Lee comes from that Kronk camp, doesn't he? That's him as well. He's been brought up. Obviously, got trained by Emmanuel Stewart. So I guess this is the closest thing that Ben can have to being with Sugar Hill Stewart. So hopefully there's a bit of hopefully there's not too many changes. You don't want to change too much about Ben Whittaker. He is what he is. I'm changing my mind about the KO after a few watchbacks. Rocked by the knockdown, then took a couple of big shots, but his legs were under him. We see this lots with refs jumping in early. You'd rather too early than too late. That's the argument that people do all the time, right? Too early or too late. And you'd rather too early. But ultimately, it's A bad stoppage. It's a bad stoppage. 1 second, just got to message someone from the zone that's asking me a question. Luke _ 1999 says, man, Vidal Riley versus Clark going to be a banger next week. Watch. I think Riley stops him. Don't know about that, Don't know about that. That guy Chev was in Monaco. That guy was massive. And obviously he hurt Chev early in the fight as well. He couldn't get rid of Chev. Chev's a good fighter, experienced amateur as well. Chev's a good fighter. I don't know about stopping him. Ad says, I'm at Eubank versus Ben next week. Will I see you there at 8? No, you will not. No, you will not. Sorry. Fraser versus Huey Fury. Huey's not going to take that fight. Wasn't Huey calling out Dillian? The risk reward of fighting someone as big as Fraser it's not there, is it? So much risk. The reward at the moment is not really there, so I don't think Huey would. If Edgington finishes his fight early, is there a filler fight? No. If Edgington finishes his fight early, we're going straight in. I don't think Edgington finishes his fight early. That's the problem. 2 secs. This is about the stoppage early ? He was about to get poleaxed. Laughing out loud. Not early, but just my opinion. The knockout was coming, but it still was early. It was early. You watch it. It was early. What's this? Sky Sports commentary is shocking. I'm not even hearing it. Paul K says, serious question. Who's presenting the Eubank Ben card on the zone next week? I think so. Jamie Ward will definitely be involved. Tony Bellew obviously involved. Carl Frampton involved. In terms of the main presenter, I'm not sure. I've heard it could be Josh Denzel, so maybe Josh, but I'm not quite sure. What happened to Isaac Chamberlain? I just got injured. That's it. Nothing happened. Just got injured. He'll be back soon, fighting. W. Thornton. Everyone's. It's weird how this is how hard it is then for a ref. Because look how we are all disagreeing or agreeing on the stoppage. This one, not a bad stoppage. Tete barely made the count and then was unable to defend himself. You're being very brave in the green chair tonight. See, I don't know. Again, watching it, slow motion is different, isn't it? But I always look at a fighter when the referee does jump in. Most fighters are like, okay, fuck it, fair. But when you see a fighter push off a ref, the fighter had a bit more left. But in saying that, you don't want to see these fighters take punishment, especially at the age of Tete, who's clearly a man approaching 50. Are there any protocols in boxing for when fighters start being rowdy in the ring after controversy, bad stoppage? No, but fighters that do have a problem. You do get fined. You potentially could get banned. So I don't know. The British Boxing Board of Control will look at that. You can't push a ref. You simply can't. So yeah, I don't know how many more times we're going to see Tete over here. You just can't do that. Larry Jablinski, Joyce unlucky with the Hrgovic replacement. Yeah, he was. I mean, he could have beat Dillian White. Hrgovic is Hrgovic. It was a tougher assignment, much tougher. Nathaniel Armstrong, love you, Ade. You never walk alone. Happy Trent scored. Yeah, happy. Look, as long as Liverpool win the title, I don't give a fuck who scores. Trent's giving off vibes that there could be a twist in the saga. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting vibes that there could be a twist in the saga. Like Real Madrid isn't done and dusted yet. I think there's more happening behind the scenes. What did you think of Dalton Smith's performance last night? And do you think he's ready to go to the next level? Performance was so. Do I think he's ready? Yes. He needs to go now. He's very big at 140 as well. Like, I don't think he stays at 140 for too long, so he needs to go now. Like next fight has to be a world title fight, or he's going to 147. Ade, what is a controversial scorecard you have had when watching a fight? Mine is I felt Eubank Jr. edged us. Oh, the most for me. I mean, there's been a few, but in terms of a big fight, Golovkin Canelo won when Golovkin won that fight. Golovkin won that fight 8-4, 7-5 at best. He won that fight. That's probably the biggest one in terms of a big fight. Even Felix Sturm beat Oscar De La Hoya. I don't know if you guys remember that one, but they were so desperate to make Oscar versus Bernard, they gave it to Oscar. There's a few. Yeah, you know what? This one's more. Yeah, I'm. Wait a minute. Why do I feel like hasn't Dave Allen fought Clark? Have I just? Why do I feel like Dave Allen's fought Fraser Clark? I'm pretty sure he has. Clark versus Chisora, no. Why is Chisora gonna bloody fucking fight Clark? Ade, stop with Ben is talented. Who is he fought? You don't have to have fought someone to see someone's talented. Like you can see skills regardless. But look, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're gonna find out in an hour. We're gonna find out in an hour what he's got. I think he's got something, but maybe that's because I want there to be something. It's almost okay. Would you say the same thing about Moses Atama? Moses, we're all giving him the crown. Who's Moses for? Sometimes you can just see talent, and I think he's got it. Will you be at Wardley versus Miller card? Yes, I'll be doing that one. Fingers crossed. A lot can change. Israel Gustav. Ade, thoughts on Wilder versus Miller. Wilder said on TMZ this morning he'll slap the shit out of Miller if he sees him now. I'll tell you this, Miller, so basically Wilder saying he'll step to Miller anywhere. Miller would break Deontay Wilder in half. I think people forget that Miller was a very high-level kickboxer. High level. And as big as he is, Miller, I would say, is about 150 pounds bigger than Deontay Wilder. I'm not fucking about. He's so much big. He'll break Wilder. And I'm not talking about the ring. I'm talking about if you used to see him on the street. He'll break Wilder in half. Can we please give Joe Joyce a winnable fight? No. Can Joe stop fighting? That's what we should be saying. Let's not find him someone to win, and then we can all start the Joe thing again. What about Joe just stop fighting? Thoughts on Dalton fight week being centered around Puello, only for Puello to be announced. Yeah, Puello was always going to have a voluntary. This is a voluntary for Puello. This is his voluntary. He's fighting Sabril Matias. This was always going to happen. I didn't think he would take a voluntary this difficult. Puello could lose. That's a 50-50 fight, but it was always going to have one before Dalton Smith. If you could see two active boxers in a bare knuckle fight against each other, who would they be? I'm not a fan of bare knuckle at all. I'll be honest with you, at all. No. I can't even answer it because no. What is Mick Conlan's route to a world title? Depends at what weight class. Obviously, look, he's going for a European title next, and then there's a lot of talk about him versus Josh Warrington. Josh is a super feather now, unless Josh comes down to feather. It's kind of nigh impossible, if I'm honest with you. At feather or super feather, nigh impossible. Henrik 180 says, Ade, I'm telling you, people are disrespecting William Skull too much. I don't think he beats Canelo, but he will do better than Berlanga. And I think he's levels above Berlanga. I watched William Skull's last fight, and I did not see levels above Berlanga. I'm sorry. I did not see levels above Berlanga. I think he looked really poor. And I think the moment's going to get to him. I think the moment's just going to be too big. He's actually lucky that he's not fighting in Vegas. Then I think the moment would definitely get to him. Obviously, this is a smaller arena, smaller capacity. I think they're fighting at something like 6 in the morning or something ridiculous like that. So he's gonna have to get used to a lot of things. Who wins in their prime, Roy Jones or Jones? That name, Roy Jones or could be anyone. Who wins in their prime, Roy Jones or could be anyone at several different weight classes? And the answer will be Roy without me even looking at the name. All right, co-main event time coming up. It is now 8:40. I did say that the main event would start around 9:30. I think we're still on for it. We're still on for it. Barry White's Top Draw Boxing. Interesting name. Addy, do you think Fraser Clark can beat Adelaide after that performance against Tete? That performance told us nothing. What did we learn from the Tete fight? What did we learn? We know he's got power. We know he's got decent hand speed. We didn't really learn anything. Adelaide would do the same thing to Tete. Like, come on. Sugar Stewart. I'm guessing you mean Sugar Hill Stewart. Is the most overrated coach of the last 5 years. Calm down. Calm down. I definitely need the Showbiz sub bell. Yeah, I do need Showbiz. Showbiz has got a perfect setup. Like I like Showbiz, man. I remember when Showbiz didn't even have that many subscribers. I think now he's got like 300,000. How the fuck has he got 300,000 subs? It's crazy. Have you got Turkey's number still? Can you call him up and ask him to put Tete versus Johnny Fisher headline Saudi card? Okay. Why is Edgington co-main? Because Edgington entertained you. That's why he's bloody co-main. Entertained you. And you're not going to put Clark. What are you going to put? Clark Tete co-main? Come on. Absolutely no chance. What's this? Chat. Who is that woman presenter to the left? What's her name? Who you talking about? The Sky Sports presenter? Anna Warhouse? Is that what you're referring to? Very good. Josh Denzel over. We're not going to get into this. Josh is my guy. Josh is my guy. Josh is my guy. Josh is my guy. Addy, how come you ain't at Eubank versus Ben? I mean, you know what it is? It's pretty simple. So the zone just pick a team. That's kind of what it is. There might be a bit more to it, but ultimately that's kind of what it is. They pick a team. What's this? What fight are you excited to watch this year? Canelo Crawford. And I feel bad because obviously, as someone just mentioned, Skull could cause an upset, but he ain't causing an upset. Canelo Crawford, bro. Canelo Crawford. Paul K, you and Barry Jones are the best people on the zone, mate. Hopefully, they're not changing more things up. Barry's fucking incredible. Barry's knowledge of the sport, incredible. All right. All right. Here we go for the co-main event. Cutler looks in fucking incredible shape. Incredible shape. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a really good fight. It's gonna be violent. Yes, you guys, you should riot, everyone. Everyone should riot. And it is needed for Eubank versus Ben. It'll look weird without him. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true. What's this one? Is Sky leaving boxing? Watch an Eddie and Frank joint interview, and Edward mentioned it. I don't know if they're gonna leave like properly, like no more events ever. I think it's gonna be less. Remember, there was a time when Matchroom was Sky, it felt like there was a big boxing event every couple of weeks. Obviously, that isn't the case with Boxer. So yeah, I feel like they'll stay. Sky and boxing have been doing events for years, at least 20 years. So I'd be shocked if they leave completely. All right, where are we? 2 secs, peeps. There's so many questions. What's this one? Miller is like £400 and juiced up. I mean, if Miller is taking any form of performance enhancing drugs, then he's silly. Like I had a proper interview with him, which I think there's only going to air in a few weeks' time, and he spoke about like just what he learned about himself from sort of missing out on the AJ fight and missing out on big fights because of that performance enhancing drug issue. If he does it again, then it's his fault. His fault. Why is everyone giving Moses the crown when he hasn't fought anyone significant yet? It was like when Joshua was knocking out Journeyman. It's what you expect until he beats someone in the top 15 then. We're giving him the crown because there's 2 reasons. Number one, we want him to be that guy. And number 2, you can kind of see that the way in which he got rid of Dempsey McKean. Bear in mind, Dempsey McKean is a guy that went life and death with Philip Hrgovic. I know people might not rate Philip Hrgovic, but that happened. And he just went boom, like that with Dempsey McKean. So, yeah. Miller is over £300. Yeah, significantly over. Miller, the guy that I interviewed, I'd say is about 330, 340. No joke. About 330, 340. Are you working the Josh Taylor fight as far as you know? Yes, I am doing that fight. Well, what kind of question is this? How do you suppose Joe Joyce pays his bills? It's not as easy as what, has he not made money in his last 5 fights? What do you mean? What, health is wealth, my friend. It's not about paying his bills. It's about him just being healthy. I'm more worried about that than bloody paying his bills. All right, here we go. Cutler Edgington. Let's see what these boys can offer up. Cutler significantly stockier than Edgington. But Edgington's fought at a higher level. I guess the question is, what's left for Edgington? This is a guy that, you know what you're getting. Edgington's just going to have a war with you. He's going to try and close the distance, as he's trying to do now. And once he gets close to Cutler, that's when he starts working. The ref's going to be so important here. Because if the ref doesn't let Edgington work up close, which is Edgington's, that's what he likes to do, then Edgington's going to have a hard night, I think. But Edgington's already taken center of the ring. He's using that body jab, which is quite nice. Mate, that was very sneaky and nice, Edgington. He threw a body jab and then immediately went up top. Kind of very Canelo-esque. Oh, he just got caught with a big left hook, though. Did Edgington. That's just Edgington, though, isn't it? He gets caught. But one day, a bit like Joe Joyce, you're not going to be able to take these shots. It's just going to start crumbling. That's probably already happened for Edgington, but he's got to, like, his defense has got to be a lot better. Like, his hands are low. Like, his hands are really low. He needs to be up here a bit more. Interesting. All right, let's see if we can, as the fight happens, let's see if we can get a few more questions in. What do you think about Berlanga versus Hamza? Tough fight for Hamza, I think. Belanga's a very big, you know, like all of Edgington got caught with another left hook. You know, all this thing about Hamza being big for 160. At 168, he's just a normal size guy. He's a normal size guy. And the thing is, Berlanga isn't a normal size 168. Belanga's very big. Belanga's going to get up to 175 soon. Edgington on the ropes. A minute left in this fight. He's on the ropes taking a bit of punishment. Nothing landing clean. But Edgington needs to get off this ropes here. He needs to circle out. Good body shot from Cutler. Edgington already, like, this is already too many punches taken, I think, in the very first round from Edgington, I think. Both of them went for the home run with right hands. Both missed just. Do you think White will fight again? Yes, I do. Of course he will. 100%. 100%. White could fight AJ. This has been a Cutler round so far. He's landed the significant shots. Edgington landed a couple of good body shots, and he's on the front foot now, but I think Cutler, those 2 big left hooks, and I think he landed a big right hand on the ropes as well, I think have won him the round. Good jab, though. Good jab. Really good, strong jab from Edgington. but not enough. I think that's a Cutler round. All right. What is the reason you're not presenting Eubank versus Ben? There must be one. No, sometimes you just pick a different team. Sometimes they pick a different team. Will Tank Davis ever fight a big name, or will he just waste his career? It's not necessarily been a waste of a career. He's had some good fights, but you're right. He's not fought the A-level fights that we want to see yet. It's been the B and C guys. Although Lamont Roach is a good fighter, but it's not what we want. We want Keyshawn Davis. We want Shakur Stevenson. That's what we want. Let us know if we need to give the zone some shit for not letting you present. Nah, we're good. We're good, but thank you. Thank you, but we're good. What's your PB bench press at a 315 pounds? All right, round 2. Let's see if Edgington can see. He's got his whip now. All of a sudden, he's got his glove tucked up a lot closer to the side of his face. We'll see if that will help. Good shots from Edgington. More of a slap than anything with full force. Ladies and gentlemen, I fear this one's going the full 10. Good little body shot from Cutler. They're getting busy, these boys, eh? They're getting busy. Nice little uppercut, sneaky uppercut. Edgington's like, okay, I'll respond. Bang. Nice little uppercut. Nice little right hand on the exit from Edgington. Edgington's got the faster hands, I think, here. I don't know who's got the sort of more power, but Edgington's got the fast hand. Edgington working on the ropes. Nice uppercut. Now he's been spun on the ropes, got caught with a left hook. Cutler's finding a home for that left hook all the time. All the time. Cutler looks bruised up already, though. We'll say this. Good jab from Edgington. Fuck me. Like, Cutler thought he was at a distance, and that hand just got through somehow. Jeez. Edgington just circling, just having a look. Cutler trying to land a jab, nothing. Edgington tried to land his jab. That's better. Freezing force from Edgington. 2 of those landed. Edgington definitely throwing more combinations than Cutler. Again, I'm not quite sure what pops on those punches, but you can see Edgington's the more experienced and maybe the better boxer of the 2 as well. Double jab from Edgington landed. Nice. Better round this from Edgington. Oh, heads nearly came in close there. That was close. Heads nearly clashed. Guys, it's 10 to 9. We're about, I'd say 45 minutes, an hour away. Hopefully 45 minutes away from the main event. Which is like everyone intrigued. Nice little left hook from Sam. Edgington has been around the block, hasn't he? Bloody hell. Like, this guy's had some fucking wars. Like, his face tells you that as well. Good fast hands though, Edgington. Oh, nice hook. Oh, got caught. Edgington got caught with a big right hand. It wasn't an uppercut. It was kind of like a hook. Like a hook and an uppercut. Oh, Cutler landed a shot on the break. He apologized, but he's landed it. 25 seconds to go in round number 2. Tough round to score this, you know. I'm going to edge it to Edgington, who I think's cut as well on his right eye. Is he cut? Or is it just bruising that he's cut? No surprise that Edgington always gets cut. Yeah, it's not a bad one. It's kind of, the blood's running away from his eye as opposed to in his eye. And Edgington's so used to getting cut, I don't think it'll bother him too much. I think it's one apiece. All right, let's get back to the questions. Does anyone know how long more for the fight? I'll say about, at best, half an hour, worst an hour. Yeah, Joyce, a millionaire, should be fine. Exactly. Like, people worried about where Joe Joyce's next paycheck's going to come from. You're worrying about the wrong things. You're worrying about the wrong things, dude. Like, health is more important than all that bullshit. Who do I think has the better gas tank? If this is a question about Ben and Liam, I would say Liam, just because I do think Ben struggles making 175. Okay, the cut was a clash of heads. And I did say earlier that, the heads are coming in close. The cut was a clash of heads. Here we go, round 3. Both of them are trying to establish their jab. Both of them have got really good jabs. Cutler's obviously struggling with the distance because Sam's so long. So Cutler's having to take in almost a double step to land his jab. And when he comes in, he gets caught. Oh, good uppercut from Sam Edgington. Beautiful left uppercut. Again, I don't know about the power of both. Oh, good body shot. Oh, this is the kind of fight where you wake up tomorrow morning and you are bruised and hurt. This is going to be one of those fights. It's already turned into a phone booth war. Good body shots again from Cutler. Starting to really sink them in. Oh, again. Oh, painful. Jeez. Again, he lands the same body shot. He's found a home for the left hook, and he's found a home for that left body shot as well. Sam Edgington's, big right hand from Sam. Cutler smiles. Cutler's enjoying it. Or is it one of those smiles where you're like, okay, you got me. You got me. Good little fight, this, you know. Good little fight. As I say, you know what you're getting with Sam Edgington. You know what you're getting. Nice jab from Cutler. It's a good round from Cutler, this. Very good round. 1 minute 26 left in the round, so Sam can still do his thing to get the round, but so far it's Cutler's round. When at distance, Sam, funny thing is, Sam likes to fight up close. At distance, he's kind of got this fight won. But he just likes to fight in close. And he doesn't really need to. He can circle and fight at distance, and he can make these fights so much easier. He definitely felt those body shots, though. Definitely felt those body shots. Cutler trying to go for the body again. Sam, beautiful combination from Sam. Nice 1-2. Clean. Not the head back of Cutler. Really good work. You know what Edgington does really well, and I guess this is down to experience. When they're in tight, Edgington knows how to work in tight. Really good at working in tight. Oh, good stuff from Edgington. Again, at distance, good stuff from Edgington. Fell onto the ropes, then bang, bang off the ropes. Edgington might be trying to steal this round, you know. All of a sudden, Edgington's work rate. Oh, good body shot from Cutler. Mate, these two are fucking having it. Edgington spins off the ropes, landed a good little 1-2 off the ropes. Cutler's like, no, you're not going anywhere. Puts him back onto the ropes, tries to bash him up. Edgington's fighting off the ropes as well. Fucking hell, mate. Fitness levels are through the roof in this one. Through the roof. Warlord, Liam Cameron being interviewed. Liam Cameron just looks hard, doesn't he? He's just got one of those looks that he looks hard. I'm seeing Tete is 6-1 against to beat Shakur. I'm giving him a chance. Nah, he ain't got a chance. He ain't got hope in hell of beating Shakur Stevenson. He ain't got hope in hell. I'm being serious. Don't think. Hit the like button, guys. Makes the stream more visible. More will join. Equals Addy will keep doing whatever he said. Whatever he just said, please. Everything he just said there. Not me says, did you watch Gabriela Fundora? I didn't. I need to, but I didn't. Oh my God. Costa Simicas is there. He's there watching. Yeah. Big fight fan. He's with Paul Smith. Liverpool left back, by the way, for those that don't know. All right, here we go. Round 4. I'm 2-1 Cutler, I think. Could be wrong here, but I think 2-1 Cutler. Cutler again, body attack. Tough fight to score, man. Really tough fight to score. Referee's warning them about heads again. You know what? Cutler does go in with his head, actually. It is Cutler that's sort of instigating this. Oh, good uppercut from Sam Edgington. And again, he found it once and you're like, fuck it, I'm going to go for it again. And just missed with the second one. Guys, this fight is brutal, you know. This fight is brutal. Hope these boys are getting paid well. This takes a lot out of you, this type of fight. Because it's non-stop. Nice left hook from Cutler. He had a lot of success with that left hook in the first round. We haven't really seen it since. He takes a big shot as well, as Cutler, man, because Edgington's landed some big shots. And look, to be fair, neither of these guys have budged. Neither of them. They're both landing at will. Guys, I can't commentate because both of them are just bang, 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 bang. Both of them are digging to the body at the same time. They're going to the head at the same time. That body shot, they hurt Edgington. 100% that hurt him. You can always tell when they fold over. And you know what he's doing as well? He's pushing Edgington back to the ropes, Cutler. But Edgington's landing some good headshots. But I think he knows, and he'll be able to hear, he knows that those body shots are hurting Edgington. Big time. Jesus Christ. Cutler does look a little bit bigger as well. Put a body again, he goes. He's making them a bit obvious now, though, as well, Cutler. He needs to mix it up a little bit. And maybe not put so much power into these body shots. Like, you know, because I feel like fighters can get used to the power a little bit. Just tap, tap, and then boom. But this is most definitely a Cutler round. Most definitely. 45 seconds left of it. Unless Edgington can do something special, this is a Cutler round. Another big body shot from Cutler. Fucking hell, man. Edgington is going to be bleeding piss. Okay, nice little comeback from Edgington. Oh, trying to win or steal the round. It's almost like he knows how long's left in the round. He tries to steal him. He ain't done enough to steal this round. No way. I think Cutler might be cut over the left. Yeah, he's cut over the left eye. So both of them cut now. It's that type of fight. I did say it's going to be that type of fight. It's that type of fight. I can tell you now, Cameron Whittaker won't be this. No sirree. If it is this, then it's Cameron's fight. All right. What is everyone saying? Cutler is trying to get in close to take away any leverage Edgington can get. And his punches, yep. This is a tough fight for Edgington. It is, but this is Edgington's type of fight. Paul K, Edgington going to win this. Not quite sure about that. Chris Whitehead, great fight. It is a great fight. It really is. All right, it's egg but no bacon can have a scrap. It's quite good. It's quite good. Quite smart. Someone said Edgington's winning 2-1. I don't know. No, I actually have Cutler 3-1 now, so I don't know. Okay, some people got it 2-2. Dane, the Maints, has got it 2-2. All right, there we go. Round 5. Let's see if Cutler goes back to the body. He's been really attacking the left side. Sorry, the right side of Edgington's body with those left hooks. He's trying to get in close now to do it. He just threw a body jab down the middle. Let's see what he can do. Edgington hands low. Edgington's hands are so low. I feel like he's gonna get hit with a big left hook. To be fair, so Cutler's hands are low as well. Oh, nice. That's a nice one too from Edgington. See, Edgington at range is so much better. I don't know why he's trying to fight up close. That's better from Edgington. At range, he's just so much better. So much longer. His work's a bit more fluid. I think he's got the faster hands. When Cutler gets close, that's when Cutler has that success to the body. But Edgington like this, Edgington a minute in, he's won this round. It's good stuff from Edgington, using the jab. Good jab from Cutler, though. Knocked the head back of Edgington. Good work from Edgington again. Flurries, punches and bunches. Cutler hasn't done anything in this round, you know. It's almost like he's had a bit of a round off here, Cutler. I think. That's what it looks like. Tries to go to the body there, Cutler. I say tried. He did go to the body. It worked. But nothing. Looks like he might have run out of a bit of steam here, you know, Cutler. To be fair, it has been, you know, it's been high-paced, this fight. But as Muhammad Ali would say, this is the wrong place to get tired. So far, this is definitely an Edgington round. Just fighting at range, landing a jab when needed. Got caught with a body shot there. Well, got caught, big jab there as well. Got caught with. Sort of came into it, so it looked worse. 50 seconds left of this round 5. Nice little 1-2 from Edgington. Not much on the second punch. Edgington tries to go to the body as well. Cutler finally throws a body shot, but not much on it. Cutler's definitely had a round off here. Definitely had a round off. But it could be a case of trying to find his second win because the pace has been crazy. And both of them deserve a round off, to be honest with you. Edgington on the back foot now. Edgington landed 2 beautiful right hands there. The second one definitely had an effect. Edgington knows it as well. He's trying to land more now. He's spun Cutler around. He's trying to land some big shots. That second right hand had damage on it. Edgington's got to be a bit careful, but that second right hand, hopefully they show it again, that landed big time. Yeah, you know, I'd agree. It's hard to score. It's hard to score. Hi, Addy. You're looking fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. The Phenom says, who is winning for you? 3-2 Cutler. That was a very good round from Edgington. Right. 2. They showed it again. He came in. What Cutler's doing is jumping in. And he jumped in and bang, right hand. They're going to show it again. Bang, right hand. And then Edgington landed exactly the same shot again. Probably the best punches of the fight. Best punch of the fight. Craig R says 3-2. Eggy, Cutler is tired. Yeah. And they give me the thumbs up. 3-2 Edgington. No, not for me. I got 3-2 Cutler. A lot of them going 3-2 Edgington. Okay. Here we go, round 6. Remember, it's a 10-round fight as well, this one, so not long to go, people, until the main event. I think Cutler knew he took a round off. Cutler's come out like a man possessed. He's come out on the front foot. Let's see if that can last, because Edgington's got back into his jab. Edgington landing good jabs. Edgington now going to the body. That's not a right hand from Edgington over the top. Edgington's a classy boxer, good boxer. I think we forget his boxing skills because we always just see him in wars. Neat boxer. Sky or the viewers have it 49-47 Edgington. Fair. Okay. I'm not going to complain. It's close. Not going to complain. I've got it 3-2 Cutler, but it is what it is. Cutler needs to land something significant. He's not landed anything significant for a couple of rounds now. Like, he needs to go back to that body work. That body work he was having success with it. Oh, there you go. Dig the right hand to the body. Fuck, he's not bad at those body shots. Nice little left cross inside from Edgington. Like, they were tied up and on the way out, bang. Referee needs to get involved here. It's so messy. Cutler is fighting an Edgington fight. And you're not going to win unless you've got hammers in your fucking fist. You're not winning an Edgington fighting the way Edgington does. Like, he's fighting in a phone booth, and Edgington's like, well, this is what I've done all my career. Have you not seen me? Edgington's got a gas tank for days as well. I think he does triathlons and stuff like that. So he's fit as can be. Way more experienced. Cutler might be losing rounds here because he's not landed anything, and the refs will always sort of go to the guy that's on the front foot a bit more, and I think that might be Edgington. Oh, no, that's there you go. That's a good shot from Cutler. Nice little right hand. Not much on it, but it landed. He needed that. He needed that big time. 30 seconds left of round number 6. Is it enough to win the round? Timeout. Refs having a word with both of them. It's messy. Refs right to have a word. It's messy. It's horrible. It's a good fight, but it's at the same time, it's quite horrible to watch. Okay, time in. 25 seconds left. Whoever lands something here might win the round, you know. Whoever lands something here could win the round. Again, messy. They tie each other up. Both of them jabbing away. Having a look. 10-second clacker's gone. Edgington lands it. Edgington. Oh, good shot from Cutler. If I'm Cutler now, I'm on the back foot. I'm backtracking. Don't lose the round. I think he could have won the round with that big right hand. Might have stolen the round. Might have stolen the round. What time is the Ben fight? In about, so it's 9:10 now. I'd say you're probably looking at about another 40 minutes. About that. I don't know. Hopefully there's not this fucking big build up and we go straight into it, but I don't know. 4-2 Edgington. 4-2 Egg Whites, Edgington. Oh, people saying Edgington. Edgington by 1. Don't know. Ian Hamilton says these two are not holding back. Good chief support. Very, very good chief support. Honestly, very good chief support. WBA Mitch says Cutler's best round since the first. Have Edgington 4-2. Okay, a lot of people got Edgington 4-2. Cy H, I think, had it 3 each. Okay, here we go. Round number 7. All right, let's see. Edgington starts with a nice little right hand. Edgington always seems to start. Oh, good double jab from Edgington. That was nice. That was very nice. Cutler landed a nice little body shot as well. I was going to say this one's getting warm, but this one's gone past warm. It's fucking boiling, this fight now. It's heated right up. Both of them trading jabs again. Nice jab from Edgington. Edgington's jab just looks a lot better, doesn't it? It's nice and clean. It's just more loose, his jab. Cutler's probably got a bit more weight on his jab, but Edgington's jab just looks better. Little super chat coming in from Quinn 40. Ade, I haven't caught one of your chats in ages. Good to see you. Whittaker got to show his level tonight. Quinn 40. Bloody hell, it's been a while, brother. Hope you're well. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you. And I agree. I think he's got to show his level, and I think he will show his level. Could be wrong. Could be very, very wrong with this one. Edgington missed his right hand there. Just kind of fell into it, which is a sign of tiredness, I think. Or maybe because you would have got your timing down. It's just fatigue and tiredness kicking in. Maybe he needs to find his second wind as well. Good little shot there from Cutler. Yeah, Edgington's tired. Edgington's definitely tired. Even on the ropes, got thrown on the ropes by Cutler. The Cutler just span him and threw him. And Edgington's looking at the ref for help. And I'm like, come on, you're looking tired, Edgington. It's been that kind of fight where you can't blame him for looking tired, but he needs to find something. It's a big opportunity, this one for Sam. Jab looks tired as well. Lazy jab. Before it looked a bit fluid. That looked lazy. Both of them having a look still. A minute to go. Sam, again, I said he looks tired, and he does look tired. He's tripped over himself. Tripped over himself. That will take it out on you, to get back up. It'll take it out of you. Looking tired, and I said it, didn't I, a few seconds before. It's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Cutler around this one. Cutler will take a lot from this round as well. It's not a good sign. Sam needs to do something here. 20 seconds left. I don't think he can do anything. I think this is a Cutler round regardless, which makes it a very, very close fight. Good jab, Cutler. Very good jab. Very good body shot as well. This is a good Cutler round. Very good. This is what. Oh, nice right hand as well from Cutler over the top. Beautiful. This is a strong round from Cutler. Oh, good body shot as well. Sam sort of shakes his head. That is a very good round from Cutler. What's everyone saying? Eggy at range for the points win, but loves the phone box scrap. But it's taken it out of him. Yeah, it's taken it out of him. I can't believe Eggy still boxes. How old must he be? I don't think he's that old. I think he's just been fighting for a while. 31, someone says. Okay. Well, old. Silent Assassin's got it 4-3. And the man's 15's got it 4-3. Edgington, but a Cutler round. Cy H says Cutler is doing well, boxing on the back foot more. not giving in as much. Yeah, it's close. I think I've got it 4-3 Cutler, if I want to. I know a lot of people seem to have Edgington up. Not me. Not me. All right, we got round 8. Let's see if Edgington can change the sway of the fight. Referee warning Cutler about the head and going low. You don't want... Cutler's got to be careful. The worst thing here would be a point taken away. That'd be a fucking nightmare. Well, let's see what Edgington can do. I thought that last round, he looked really tired. Mouth's wide open as well. Never a good sign. But look, round 8, you're going to be tired, aren't you? Fucking hell. I don't care how fit you are, you're going to be tired. Those first 3 or 4 rounds were fast-paced, like punches and bunches for both of them. All of a sudden, Edgington's on the back foot here. I'd say the first 3 or 4 rounds he was controlling the fight. Now, all of a sudden, he's on the back foot counter-punching. He's turned into the counter-puncher. He's got to be careful. Nice little body shot from Edgington. Nothing really in it. Nothing in it. Doesn't look like there's much. He's getting pushed to the rope so easily. Honestly, his legs have gone a bit here. He's trying to bounce and get something in his legs, but... Oh, nice little 1-2 from Cutler as well. Oh, a nice little jab from Cutler. You know what it is? Remember those... Oh, big... Oh, you know what? Cutler's starting to really turn this up, you know? I think he's noticing that Edgington's really starting to feel the pace here. I think it was those body shots that Cutler were throwing earlier. I think they're starting to have an effect as well. You can see Edgington almost trying to shake his legs to wake up a little bit here. Definitely swung this fight in Cutler's favor. Definitely. Just the fresh of the two as well. No, nice little jab there from Edgington. Knocked the head back of Cutler, but not enough. Not enough. Needs to do more. Needs to do way more. That's a bit better from Edgington. Bit better. Double jab. These single shots ain't going to do anything. Nice inside work. Nice little hooks and sort of clipping shots from Edgington. Nothing there, but he's throwing. He's throwing. You know what it is? Edgington gets spun. Edgington's complaining to the ref here. I think he's been cut again. He has been cut again. And now the blood's in his eye. The corner are going to have to look at that. It's Edgington's face just looks battered, doesn't it? He's got cuts on both sides. And now one of the cuts is going into his right eye as well, which is a problem. He ain't going to see the jab or the hooks, which has been a problem coming. He's not going to see these shots coming. 14 seconds. The corner are going to have to do some work on that, boy. Was that another head clash? The referee is having a good look at Edgington, you know. He's going to ask the doctor to look at this, I think, in between the rounds. The referee's having a good look at Edgington. He's going to the corner. What's he saying? Don't know what he's saying there. But Edgington, a few too many cuts. All right, let's go. All right, where are we? Someone said 1,500 listen to this on Twitter, 600 YouTube. Fair play, Addy. We try, people. We try. Hope Eggy wins. Cutler on top now. Yeah, Cutler's on top 100%. 100%. Edgington looking tired. Those wars catching up. They are. His corner are having to work on those cuts, boy. Adrian Asbury, super chat, appreciate it, says Sam Edgington lives around the corner from me. Nasty piece of work. Always trouble when he's out with his mates. But yeah, doctor's been called to have a look at the cuts. What's going on? Doctor's been called to have a look at the cuts. What's the doctor saying? I think they're going to call it. Called it. They've called it. Fight off. Fight over. It's going to go to the cards. It's going to go to the scorecards. And basically, look, if it's a punch, what are they doing? Is it going to go to the scorecards? What's going on here? Surely it goes to the cards, right? I'm a bit confused. Wait, are they saying the cuts were caused by a punch or head clashes. But they've completed 8 rounds. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. Silent Assassin says he's got it 4-4. Sam Edgington's coach is going nuts. I think people are confused there. But look, it's going to go to the scorecards and we'll see. I don't know. This is going to be close. This is going to be very close. Draw for me. Cutler had momentum, though. Not a good end. Could have given Sam a chance to fight on. Mate, look at his face. I'm all for fighters fighting on, but I think he's got like 3 or 4 separate cuts. His face is bashed up. What's the referee saying now? Oh, this is going to be interesting. Draw. Silent Assassin saying he's calling it a draw. Dave Benson, Phillips saying probably going to be a draw. Yeah, probably. I didn't. Someone said, did I see the Kovalev? What's this? Did you see the Kovalev fight? I didn't see the Kovalev fight. Did he win? I don't know. Eggy versus Ben would be a dream for the headline writers. Yeah, that would be a dream. All right. This is gonna be very difficult to score this fight. It's gonna be very difficult to score. What's this one? Ade, are you presenting the Misfit show with Darren Till versus Darren Stewart? No, is the answer. I'm not doing any Misfit stuff. Kovalev won 7th round KO. I'm going to watch that. Kovalev was one of my favorite fighters. All right, what's going on then? All right, both fighters having a little conversation with each other. I almost feel like a draw is a fair result, but I think Sam's got away with it because Cutler was definitely starting to come on top of that fight. Like 100% Cutler looked like Sam had done everything he could do. They're showing the highlights here of some of the rounds. And Cutler's starting to really land some good shots. Look, Edgington's having his way as well, but I think in those last couple of rounds, Cutler was way on top. And that fight was only going one way for me. Sam might have got away with it here. Might have got away with it. Sly H saying, if you're Sam, you're happy with a draw. Yeah. I'm thinking draw or Edgington just for me. Why scorecards? Surely a Cutler stopped him their cuts. I think they're saying it was a head clash that caused it. So that's why it's going to the scorecards. A few people thinking draw. I'm seeing a lot of draws in the chats. What's your thoughts on what should be the main event in New York? Belanga, Shiraz, or Shakur Zepeda? World title fight. World title fights should always be main events. Like, always. And no disrespect as well. It's Shakur Stevenson versus Zepeda. 2 unbeaten guys fighting for a world title. Come on. All right, here we go. Here we go. I think it's a draw. Sam doesn't look too upset. I think he knows. Okay, come on. What are we doing? What do we got? Cutler, Edgington, draw. I think it's going to be a draw. I think it was 4 apiece. My God, 90-83. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just bullshit, innit? Like, Nah, it's just nah. It doesn't sit with me that at all. Edgington was on his way to losing that fight, you know. On his way to losing the fight. Oh, I don't know, man. Nah, it doesn't sit well with me at all, that. If I'm Cutler, I'm fucking livid. Yeah, I agree with this. Winning by technical decision when you're the one that gets stopped is probably the strangest method of victory. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, you're almost happy you get stopped. There's nothing left in the gas tank for Sam Higgins. That's nah. Honestly, I'll talk about that with G-Man on Addy and G-Man. That's horrendous. That's horrendous. If I'm Cutler, I'm fucking livid with that. Livid. Man. Nah, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Some of the worst scoring I've ever seen. I'd go as much to say, wait, I'd go as much to say how much the payoff was. Okay, you think it was that bad? It's bad, isn't it? It was bad, honestly. Bad. 90-83 is a disgrace. Exactly what I was trying to say. Laughable. Yeah, it's bad, that is. Okay, look, as an argument, this is a fair one. Very true, but Cutler caused the cuts with dirty work. So karma hit him hard. I don't think it was dirty work. There are some fighters that are just very dirty with their heads. I don't think Cutler's that. I think it's just a bit unfortunate. 90-83 though. I mean, 90-83, yeah, that's almost impossible. Man, it is what it is. It is what it is. You guys know what's coming up next, don't you? The big one. The one we've all been waiting for. It's coming up next. Hyder Khan says, horrendous. They need to run it back. They won't. They won't run it back. Can you give your predictions? Well, now that I'm not doing it, I can give my predictions. I've gone. I think I've said Ben for a long time. I actually am swaying to Eubank on points. I think Eubank weathers the storm. I think Ben wins the early rounds. Eubank weathers the storm. Eubank wins the middle rounds, and then it's touch and go. And I think maybe Eubank wins the championship rounds, if you like. So I think Eubank just takes it. It's going to be close. I think he takes it. It's close. It's going to be a very good fight, though. It's going to be a very good fight. I always wonder this. I'd love to go to like a judges training things, school, whatever, just to see what they do. How can a trained judge have it 90-83 when 95% of us have it a draw? As soon as you heard 90-83, you knew it was going one way. You knew it was going one way. Crazy. The cut on the top left was clearly a punch. Yes, it was. The one of them was a headbutt. One. And the worst thing is, Sam's quite smart. I can see Sam wincing every time Cutler got close with their heads again, almost instigating the ref to have a word with the doctor. Smart fighter, Sam. Smart fighter. Is Whittaker next? Yes. Finally, he is. 9:30. It's not too late, actually, but 9:30. Yes, he is next. Liam Cameron will win by decision. Possibly. Possibly. Two six. All right, you know what? Now that that's done, let's just get the thoughts in. I said we've got about 45 minutes an hour left of the stream. Let's get the thoughts in on Whittaker Cameron. Not predictions, but real thoughts. And then we can talk about anything. I think a few questions have come in about Shiraz Belanga, which I think is an incredible one. But yeah, let's get the thoughts in. 2 6. A backhand has taken place. A robbery on the cards for Whittaker in his hometown as well. I don't know. Cut opened up by a punch. Yes, agreed. Such a shame when a good card gets clouded with a decision like that. I mean, look, we've seen worse. Let's not fuck about. We've seen worse, but yeah, it's not the greatest, is it? Cameron for the win. What's this? Shet Cunningham says Ben Whittaker by a very fucking now this Whittaker thing by a very controversial decision. Is Ben going to do his showboating? I believe he will. I believe Ben will. Oh, that actor's there. I've been watching him on Mobland. I don't know his name, but I've been watching him. All right, can we just get the main event going, please? We've got Cameron late stoppage. Across the pond, Whittaker has to rough him up in clinches, show Liam. Yes, that's what he does. He has to show him he's the bigger guy. Liam Cameron, I still think could make super middleweight. I think he has to show him he's the bigger guy and rough him up a little bit. You are correct. That's not how he fights, but he's going to need to fight that way. Good shout. That's a very good point. Regardless of the result tonight, I can't help but think Whittaker wishes he could go back in time by a year and never get involved with Cameron. Yeah, maybe. I think Liam would so much prefer to fight Lyndon Arthur. Sorry, Ben would so much prefer to fight a Lyndon Arthur type fighter than Liam Cameron. Like Liam Cameron's a roughhouse, isn't he? And I don't think Ben likes that style. I don't think he likes that style. Dodgy judges doesn't bode well for Liam. He'll be all right. Ben is not going to get robbed. If anyone is getting robbed, it's Cameron. Yeah. It's true, though, isn't it? Whittaker, I think, will show he's a level or two above Cameron tonight. We'll be there. Cameron will be there all fight, but I think it could be a comfortable points win in the end. No one seems certain, which is good, right? I mean, main events, we shouldn't be certain. Main events should have this sort of fear of jeopardy. You shouldn't be certain, but no one seems too confident, sort of 100% saying, yes, this is going to happen or this is going to happen. There's a lot of thinks and maybes and this could happen, that could happen. I think it's going to be a draw. I fucking hope not. I hope not. I hope Ben loses. Can't stand him. Fucking hell. What's he done wrong? What did he do wrong? Bring on the main event. Let's hope it doesn't end with a bad ref decision, as that would be 3 of the 4 fights with a dodgy finish. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Ade, a Whittaker fan. Yeah, I'm happy to admit it. I'm a Whittaker fan. I like Liam as well, but I am a Ben Whittaker fan. Like when I saw Ben start boxing, I was like, raw, this is crazy. And I kind of got hooked with it. I like it. Liam Cameron win by stoppage. Who am I putting my money on? Keeping my money in my fucking pocket. That's what we're doing. I think I read that one as well. Unfortunately, I think Ben gets the job done. I put him for Cameron because he's a decent lad. Yeah, he is. He's a nice guy. He is a good guy. If Whittaker loses, they'll throw him. No, they won't. I'm telling you now. If he loses, they're keeping him away from Simpson. It'll be the complete opposite. Matt says, Ben Whittaker has failed to show me any inside game, and I find it hard to believe he has the ability to evolve in only a few months. Cameron by knockout. Whittaker, good start, but then Cameron ends strong. Do I think we'll get any showboating from Ben? Yeah, I do. Not to the level we've seen, because it's simply a higher level of fighter or opponent, but we will get some showboating. We will get some showboating. All right, let's get back to the questions. Ben Whittaker idolizes Prince Nassim, but instead of somersaulting in the ring, he somersaults out the ring. Wait, look at you. Hey, look at you. Look at you. I said that Ben wishes he had never took the Cameron fight. Possibly. I didn't think he... Possibly. But look, in 45 minutes, it could be a masterclass from either guy, by the way. Whittaker should win if he is focused. Guys, I think we're about 5 minutes away from showtime. Any update on TKO boxing, Ade? You think Daniel is going to sign fighters from the WBC Grand Prix? I think so. I think that's the plan, right? See who comes out of that tournament and does very well, and people start to know, and then you can really start to push them. I don't know what's going on with TKO. I think it's going to take a while, but I'm not quite sure. Whittaker wins, then everyone will be back on board like Eubank Jr. after Smith too. I think it's going to be a bit harder than that, if I'm honest with you. I feel like Whittaker's personality is really seeming to have pissed people off. I don't know why. But then it's easy. I'm a big Whittaker fan. That's so it's easy for me. What's this? 680 people watching and 290 likes. Hit the like button, people. There you go. John said it. Hit the like button, people. It helps. It helps. I think I'm going 5 out of 10 so far. Boxer cards are nowhere near as good as Queensberry and Matchroom. Yeah, of the three, Boxer are definitely at the bottom. Sorry, Ben. It's true. Definitely at the bottom. I think Ben will try and get Cameron out in the early rounds. He doesn't want it turning into a slugfest. I don't know if he's got the power to get Cameron out in the early rounds. I don't know if he's got the power. Whittaker needs to get back to showboating. It's not necessarily showboating. I just think he needs to be just a bit more fluid. Like last time, he kind of felt like it was almost watching two like standout amateurs fight. It was very technical. Like he needs to get back to that looseness. We'll see. We'll see. Larry Jablinski, they're showing the Eubank versus Ben little trailer. Sky Sports box office. I do wonder who gets the bigger numbers, Sky or DAZN, for these kind of pay-per-view events. Don't know. I think Whittaker has the skill to pull it off, but I think there are real concerns about his punch power. Cameron was absorbing his power comfortably last time. Yeah, he was. Alexander Wilson says, I wish I could watch this fight in America. I don't know why that isn't the case. Like, wasn't there a deal before with ESPN and Sky in terms of being able to watch them both? Amateur pedigree is something, but not everything. Don't let Whittaker's silver medal fool you into thinking he's elite fighter. He's a 27-year-old prospect. Fucking hell, people are fucking brutal on this, aren't they? For the sake of narrative, Ben should win, but I think the might upset is coming from Cameron. Oh my God, look at this one. Camille Wozniak. Whittaker is a big mouth height job. That's it. Genuine question. Has it ever happened in history when a fight, I don't know the answer to this, when a fight has been a draw, then a rematch has also been a draw? I can't think. I don't even know. Chucking yourself over the ropes and faking an injury isn't exactly likable, to be fair. Yeah, that one I completely agree with you. And he's not really addressed it or answered it either, as he kind of vanished off social media. Only he will know. This is it. Only he will know whether or not he was really injured. Only he will know. Because he says things like, you can make up your own mind. Well, tell us, Ben. Tell us. All right, where are we? Ade, Liam is like the rest of us, rest of the country, like us. That's why he's got so much support. Whittaker hasn't helped himself. I don't know about that. I don't understand what that means, if I'm honest with you. Cameron will be so confident now. I think he stops Ben in the later rounds. Jeez. Frozone De Niro says, I'm across the pond as well, and I want Liam to win. Don't really like Ben. I think, yeah, it's clear to see. What's this one? Air Max King. Do you gamble? No, I don't. It's clear to see that Cameron's definitely got the people's support here. Like he's almost the people's champion in this one. Mm. This is true. I think a lot of people are discounting this, but this is very true. Cameron was a top amateur, can take a crack, so he can grind Ben down the stretch. He can. He can. If Cameron gets the job done, who is next for him? Willie Hutchinson. Here comes Cameron. Dalton Smith there as well. The whole team's there. Here comes Cameron. Warlord. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Dev was watching Ben warming up on the pads. He's stepping in and out after combos. Looks like game plan is to hit and fuck off on the outside. Won't work against someone who'll walk him down. WBA Mitch. I think it follows a similar pattern to the first. Whittaker will start quick. Don't think he has the power to keep Cameron off, which will be a problem. It needs to be fluid and sharp with his movement. That's it. That line, that last line is exactly the truth. It needs to be fluid and sharp with his movement. Definitely Cameron stoppage. Someone asked who's Simpson. Callum Simpson is what they're referring to. Kenzie said, I'm rooting for Ben. Hopefully he can use the distance to use. Wait, 1 second. Hopefully he can use the distance to keep the distance from Liam. The last thing Ben wants is to get close to Liam. I have Ben by points. I've got an inside source saying Whittaker takes him out in the 9th round. I don't know. Wait, what? What does that mean? What does that mean? Let's have a quick look at the super chats. I think a couple just came in. This is true. Fighters join Sky for exposure, yet no US deal. It's true, isn't it? It's true. How can you make it up to members? Re not doing the fight week. I have an idea. Let me DM you my number on Twitter. Is your email picture to us? Yes, but it's not a case of making up to members. I just lost the biggest gig of my life. I feel bad that the members can't do the fight week, but it's not a case of me making it up to members. Come on, Ian. Like, I've just fucking lost Eubank Ben. That's what I was thinking. Ade, which platform is bigger, DAZN or Sky Sports? Be truthful. Sky Sports at the moment, but DAZN certainly is coming. Just you think like Sky Sports is, and then again, I was going to say Sky Sports is just UK. It's not. It's Germany as well. It's other places, but DAZN is like worldwide. So yeah. Pidge, he put me off a bit when he stuck it on Andy Clark for voicing criticism. It's his job. Boxers can't only accept praise. Yeah. So what Pidge is referring to there is, I think Ben said to Andy, like, did you box or can you box or something along those lines when Andy kind of critiqued him a little bit. Because I think Andy said it was a bit disrespectful what he was doing, like tapping fighters on the head and all that kind of stuff. Emil says, who you got, Vidal Riley or Chev? Chev is the slight favorite. I don't know who I've got though. I don't know who I've got yet. Tyrell Fearon. Whittaker was out of his flow in his last fight and tried to go for the KO. No, I think he just was trying to box and he ran into a fucking brick wall. Liam Cameron in the ring. In the ring. The whole team are there. Lee Eaton in the corner as well. The whole team. Big opportunity. Looks a little nervous. Just a little. As you should be. As you should be. I have a feeling Whittaker's entrance here is going to be a bit spectacular. It shouldn't be. If I'm Whittaker, just get to the ring. Just get to the ring. Malnourished Matty. I remember this one. If Ben gets past Cameron, he's going to seriously struggle against top tier guys. Light heavy, always full of killers and any generation. It needs some pop. I think he's got pop. I mean, it depends. What are we talking about? I mean, are we talking fucking Callum Smith, Baturbia of Benavides pop? He certainly can hit. Whether or not he's got that kind of power, probably not. But he's got respectable power. If Ben hits you, you know you've been hit. A lot of it comes down to how Whittaker tried to put Liam down about his troubles when he's room for a lot and a good lad. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. That makes a bit more sense. Would love to see a G-Man and Joe Stunner episode. Who's Joe Stunner? Should I know who Joe Stunner is? Don't know who Joe Stunner is. Whittaker needs to show us he's better than a silver medalist. So far, he's failed to do that. Okay, yeah, we've got a very intricate Ben Whittaker. Oh my God, crowd, the booing. Jesus Christ. You're right. This is crazy because this is in Ben Whittaker's hometown. It's not his hometown, but that area. I mean, if Cameron's got the crowd in Ben's hometown, it's crazy. But you know, if you are Ben, you're in a good position. Like you don't want fight fans to be indifferent about you, like they were about James DeGale, for example. Like James DeGale, people couldn't make up their mind whether they liked him or hated him. You want to kind of be in one camp because they're going to tune in regardless. Like people are always going to tune in to Ben because they either want to see him get chinned or be in tough fights. So it's not a bad position for Ben to be in. Whittaker will box smarter, but Cameron will box harder. Quinn David, Ade, trust me, Cameron knocks him out round 8, 9, or 10. Yeah. Who knows, man? I think Andy Lee will teach him to put his weight down in his punches and not throw always on the bounce. Here he comes. Here comes Ben Whittaker. Ricky says, time for a clinic, lads. Apologies in advance to the Whittaker haters. Whittaker is playing the part of the cocky heel. The whole point of his persona is to get eyeballs from people who want to see him get humbled. Yeah, just mentioned that. 100%. I agree with you. I agree with you. Seems confident. Seems confident. I'm telling you now, he is going to weigh. He's going to be, I think, around 200 pounds in the ring. I mean, Liam will be big as well, but he'll be very, very big in the ring. Very big. Let's see. This is this is going to be good. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Liam never been stopped. If Ben fights on the inside, Liam hurts him. Do you think Liam respects Ben's power? In my opinion, he doesn't. But Ben is quicker. I hope he outboxes it from range. Yeah, probably what he needs to. Liam Cameron, 34. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Ada, you're saying everyone's being brutal, but it's because of the way he is. He's a very unlikable person, I think you're trying to say there. Not a lot of people like the way he is in the ring, I'm guessing, and a lack of respect for his opponents. Yeah. But you've got to do something to get eyeballs on you, unfortunately, people. And whatever he's done, so all the showboat and all the tapping people on the head, we're now invested in the Ben Whittaker story. Again, so many fighters just float around and no one wants to tune in to see them because no one's invested. People are invested in him now. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Ben Whittaker is probably just another Josh Kelly. Oh, damn. Yeah, he's easily 200 pounds plus. I'm looking at him now. Here we go. Here we go. Sam, big up my brother Ade. Thank you, brother. Working class hero beats the flashy Harry. What makes you think? Would you fucking think Ben Whittaker went private school? I mean, most bloody people that get in the ring are from working class. It's a working class sport. Jesus. Across the pond, we got Whittaker. Okay. All right. Ade, have you heard the rumor that Shakur has left Eddie for DeBella? Seems weird considering how fondly he's spoken of Eddie. I've not heard that. That's kind of crazy, but nothing's really crazy in this world of boxing at the moment. Fighters will, like, the days of a fighter sort of signing like an 8 or 9 or 10 fight deal with a promoter are done. Like, that will happen early in a fighter's career, like kind of what AJ did with Eddie. After that, 2 fight deals, and it will be a case of moving on to the person that can get him the best thing. So it wouldn't shock me. Maybe there had to be a DeBella thing there to get this fight done was a payday. I doubt it, but hey, nothing surprises me. Nothing. All right, here we go. Here we go. Liam Cameron, 34, fights 31, 123, lost 10. Sorry, knockout 10, lost 6, drew 1. Knockout, 10 knockouts is respectable power. That's respectable power. Someone says the zone is bigger than Sky Sports by now. Okay. I mean, if I say it, then it's Mr. Company Man, so I don't know. This is my first time catching the live on time. Big fan, Eddie. Thank you very much. All right, Ben Whittaker, age 27, 9 fights, 1-8. Bloody hell, Sky. Give us time to read it. It's fucking gone already. Does Andy Lee have much input in this short amount of time? Yeah, it's just the experience of having someone like an Andy Lee. Having Andy Lee in your corner will give you that extra bit of confidence. 100%. It will give you that extra bit of confidence, knowing that you've got just that voice there, someone that's been there and done it. So whether or not he can implement and change things, I'm not quite sure, but it'll give him the confidence. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Ben Whittaker versus Liam Cameron, the rematch. Ooh, my God. My God. Don't forget, please like the stream, share it, leave a comment. I will respond to as many as possible during the rounds. But I have a feeling that this is going to take all my energy. Here we go. Round 1. Jabs, both of them. Liam Cameron, high guard, very high guard. Ben Whittaker, hands are loose. Good jab from Liam Cameron as well. Liam Cameron's got a very good jab. Ben Whittaker going to the body straight away. Liam Cameron just taking a step back. Just almost a reset of a step. Ben Whittaker, jab, jab. Ben's hands are so low. It's like he trusts, his reflexes so much. He keeps his hands low. Now Ben Whittaker on the back foot, but again, jab, jab. Ben hasn't thrown that right hand yet. I'm just waiting to see who's going to throw that right hand first. You can tell both of these guys are schooled, good schooled amateurs. Everything starts with their jab. What Ben will try and do is not waste any energy. Liam Cameron complaining to the ref that last body shot was low. Ref said, get on with it. And as he complained, Ben Whittaker threw a right hand over the top, which I think landed. Ben looks locked in. Oh, Liam Showburton. Sorry, Ben Showburton already. Interesting. Showburton. Okay. Good jab from Ben. But Liam's blocking the jab. Like he's got his guard really high. He's blocking the jab. But you still feel it. You still feel those jabs. But good defensive work from Liam Cameron. But it's a good jab. But you know what Liam is doing, which is smart, he's forcing Ben to work. Like he's walking Ben backwards. So Ben's got to do something. So already that tells you, oh, back of the head punch. Got to be careful there, Liam, back of the head punch. Already it tells you that Liam's trying to make sure that Ben works every round. Remember, it was Ben Whittaker's team that wanted this to be 10 as opposed to 12. Jab again from Ben. Hasn't really thrown that right hand. Liam on the front foot. Good little body shot from Liam Cameron there. Kind of almost just like cuffed the body as opposed to really sort of went through. But nice little body shot. Both of them throw hooks up top. Neither really land. 30 seconds to go in round number 1. It's a Ben Whittaker round. But Liam's going to make this boy work. Nice right hand from Liam. Ben landed a shot and put his hand up to the crowd as if to say, yeah, did you like that? Ben's got good feet. Liam kind of fell over his feet there. But Liam, when Liam gets in close, he's a problem. You can see it. He's a problem when he gets in close. And Ben's having to work to keep him from not being close. But it's definitely a Ben Whittaker round. But a nice couple of jabs from Liam. First round, Ben Whittaker. First round, Ben. What's everyone saying? What's everyone saying? Jesus Christ, loads. Ben Whittaker. 1-0 Whittaker looks sharp. Ben looks sharp. Whittaker needs to do his dancing around shit to win this. Yeah, agreed. Couple of good right hands from Ben. Yeah. Luke's hand, 1-0 Ben. Agreed. I think most are saying 1-0 Ben. Oh, whoa. 1 second. Come on, stop it, Breezy Gas. 1-0 Cameron, it wasn't. The first round is hardly the time to show, but unless he's goading Cameron to walk into a shot. I just think that's almost nervous energy, that Showburton, I think. I think it's nervous energy in this fight. In his previous fights, no, but this fight, I think nervous energy. All right, here we go. Round 2. You can see the tactics here of Cameron. He's like, I'm going to walk you down high guard, and you're going to have to stop me from coming onto you. It's almost like he's goading Ben to say, okay, you don't have enough power to stop me coming forward. And Ben's got to show that he does. We'll see. Ben on the back foot. Circling. Good little body shot there from Liam. You know, Ben's throwing the jab, but he's almost throwing it just to keep Liam off as opposed to throwing it to hurt Liam or to set something up. Good body shot from Ben. Nice little right hand over the top from Ben as well. I think Liam felt that over the top. Nice shot. That's a good jab from Ben. That's a lot better. That jab got through. That kind of pierced the guard a bit. Nice little body shot there from Liam. Liam's targeting the body as well. They believe that obviously the weight is a big issue for Ben Whittaker, so they're targeting that body. Ref just warning Liam about the elbow. Really kind of pushed up the head of Ben Whittaker. Ben going for the body as well, but nothing on it. Liam kind of shakes his head like, is that what you got? It's Liam walking down Ben here, by the way. Good jab, Liam. Stiff jab. Ben tried the uppercut. Liam read it. Nothing there. Oh, nice overhand right from Liam. You know what it is? Liam is going to make Ben have to, like, Ben's going to have to fight here. Like, oh, big right hand from Ben. Massive right hand from Ben. This could be over, you know. This could be over. This could be over. You wanted a statement. I think you might get it. This could be over. Over. Refs called it. Refs called it. Fight done. Wow. Wow. What Ben should not have done that, though. Ben just went to Grant Smith and his team and really poked at them. 1 second. What's going on here? What's going on? Ben needs to calm down. Ben needs to calm down. Security. Someone's just tried to come in the ring. What is going on here? Everyone needs to calm down a little bit. Security just jumps into the ring as well. Statement made. Statement made. Wow. Wow. I need to see that stoppage again. I thought it was a tad bit early. Let's see it again. I thought it was early. If it was early, then the refs have got it completely wrong. Whittaker is lapping this up. And look, rightly so. Look, you know, you can understand why he's doing this. This guy was critiqued a lot. He's been ridiculed a lot. People said he's this and he's that and he's this and he's that. Does he have the power? Clearly he has the power. That right hand over the top was enormous. Power's one thing. Speed and timing is a different thing. Andy Lee's good there. Andy Lee's like, go over to Liam Cameron, hug it out. Like, what are you doing? And I like it. That's what Andy Lee's good for. All right, all of you lot in the comment section that we're calling him Ben Whittaker. Where are you now? Where are you lot? Where are you lot? Let's have a look at you. Come on, where are you? Oh, they've all left. They've all left the building. All right, let's have a look at it again. Let's see. I think it's a little early. Ben's just gone over to Grant Smith. That's good. And apologize. Andy Lee's took him over there as well, which is nice. That's nice. Again, this is what you got to do. That's nice. This is good. That's good stuff from Andy Lee. Whoa, 1 second. Blatant corruption on display. Fucking hell. Let's have a look at it again and see. I thought it was early. What's this? That was a travesty. He lands one good punch and they wave it off. Setup. King Rob. British refs. Are they going to show it again? Let's see it again. The ref needs sacking. Stopped it way too early. I thought it was early. But I'm telling you now, regardless of it being early, we questioned the power and the power was there. We questioned the power. That's one thing we've all done. We've all questioned the power. And that power was there. A lot of them saying too early. Definitely too early. Everyone's like, but you know, I've noticed everyone that's saying too early are the ones that didn't want him to win. They're the ones that didn't want him to win. God, crazy. Come on, what's wrong with you lot? All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Come on, show the replay. Bloody hell. I think it was too early. And you know me, I'm a Ben Whittaker fan. And I was like, you know what? That might have been a little too early. All right. Let's have a look. Come on, show us. Show us. All right, someone's saying he was gone. I need to see this. They haven't even bloody showed the replay yet. A lot of them, I'm not going to put these ones up because it's the same thing. A lot of people are saying early. It's a big win, you know. It's a big win. If this isn't early and it's a proper stoppage, that's a statement. Considering the noise about the first fight, that's a statement. But let's see. They've okay, here we go. That right hand stunning. Body. All right, let's have a look. Is there any stage? Head. I think it's early. I need to see another angle, but I think it's early. Liam's not complaining at all. Okay, here we go again. That right hand there over the top is stunning. All right, let's have a look at this. He goes again. Oh, he wobbles back. Ooh. Okay, does he land anything here? Yeah, no, he does. He dips. You know what? Check it again. He lands a right hand and his legs dip. All right, so he lands that big right hand there. That's the one that caused all the problem. There's a right hand he lands and his legs dip. And I think the referee, let's have a look at it. Let me have a look. Yeah, he did. No, I saw it. It's not an early stoppage. It's not early. His legs dip. Good stoppage. Good stoppage. I'm actually tweeting it now. Good stoppage. Big, yeah. Guys, are you watching this? If you're watching what I'm watching, it had to be stopped. What are you guys saying? Oh, come on. His legs go, guys. Come on. His legs buckle back down. It's a good stoppage. Some people were saying too early. I thought it was a good stoppage. I thought it was a good stoppage. But look, I get it. I get it. I get why people are frustrated, but I thought it was a good stoppage. All right, guys. Okay, what's this one? Super chat here says way too early. I get it. I get. It's not the best night, is it? Then for referees in general. Happy for Ben though. Very happy for Ben. When I say Ben, I mean Whittaker, not Shalom. Very happy for Ben Whittaker. What's this one? And Fury gets the box on in the first Usyk fight. Where's the consistency? It's always gonna be difficult to have consistency with regards to those type of things. I initially said too early. That was my first take on it. It's when I saw the legs dip after the second punch. I was like, oh, he's out. His legs dipped. But then you didn't even see Liam complain. You didn't see Liam complain. I don't think his corner complained. I don't know. It's a tough one. All right, guys. I don't know how many of you are watching right now, but if you can, 3 hours. I'm about to go and eat because I'm hungry. And we're about to leave. We will do reaction to all of this tomorrow, as you guys know I do. But if you could just give a thumbs up to the stream, it really helps the stream. It means a lot to me as well. Thumbs up, share, like, comment, all that good stuff. And we will get popping tomorrow with our reaction to this because that was interesting. That was interesting. But thank you so much for watching the stream. It means a lot to me. I know loads of people are doing live streams right now, so it means a lot. So thank you for spending some time with me. And we will see you on the big stream, Eubank Ben, next week. Peace and love.